Alright, welcome back, folks. Let me just get you on over to the D&D screen. First time this year? I think this might be my first stream this year. Happy New Year's, folks! Dirk, the Panda, and gang here with some D&D, and oh my gosh, I'm going to have to adjust Yao's square. Definitely adjusted. So, let's join in and do our pre-campaign shenanigans. And hi, Jasper. Hope you're having a good day, night, ish, whatever. Let's get on in there.
Don't let him do miss his intro. There he goes.
Yeah.
We summon you.
Ooh,
What do I get?
a cookie.
You don't get
Ooh.
anything.
We would have gotten a cookie, but we ate it first.
Oh,
Exactly. And instead, we've
I
left
got you
behind
a-
500 gold worth of diamond dust.
Can
Can I use it to buy cookies?
It.
You do not give the badger drugs. What is wrong with you?
I'm not a badger, I'm a Wolverine.
Still.
Say it one more time.
That's how
Say
we get
badger.
Jasper
Say
to
badger one
sing.
more time.
Be careful. He only has 50 HP. Like, you can break him in half in like one go.
Seriously. Yeah.
Oh god. Hate to make
Yeah,
references too much, but
we-
it's like
we-
just Hulk smashing Loki. Like that level.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to another episode of Tyranny of Dragons: The Cold Blood War: Rise of Tiamat. In the background there, you can hear one of the new tracks from Adrian von Ziegler. Actually, this one is a Aztec Olmecan vibes to it. Kind of seems to fit the vibes that we're going for. I like it. But you can find Adrian von Ziegler on YouTube, on Spotify, on Bandcamp. You can also support them on Patreon. Thank you, Adrian, for letting us use your music. You're a cool dude. And then introducing our players. Playing Eldrath, the Shifter Warlock Bard, we have Unchecked the White Tiger, aka Ethan.
Hello, everyone.
And then playing Cambro, the Bearfolk Paladin, we have Tazel.
Come, Mr. Bahamut, give me a fine steed spell. Come on, Crags, it's time to go home.
It's always nice when the fever hits.
Got it in a fever dream.
Playing a Raigul, the Tigerfolk Wizard, we have Saku Darkfang.
Hello, I am fragile.
Made of glass,
E.
but explodes like a bomb. Anyway, playing thanks. Playing Bastion, the Wolverine Folk Barbarian. Don't call them a badger. Dirk the Panda.
Somebody call me a badger. What the
Playing
All right, go
Master
on.
Wei, the Dragonborn Bard, we have Yao.
I cast dancing lights again.
And then playing Poi, the Otterlatine Rogue, we have Cetus.
Hi.
All right. When last we left our adventurers, Eldrath the Shifter Warlock Bard, Cambro the Bearfolk Paladin, Master Wei the Dragonborn Bard, Arai the Tigerfolk Wizard, and Bastion Wolverine Folk Barbarian, and Poi the Otterlatine Rogue, our heroes made their way towards the last sightings of Varum the White, a high-ranking dwarvish member of the Cult of the Dragon. Along the path, Cam took a small detour to go to the Trollbark Temple of Bahamut, the site of a massacre carried out by the cult where dozens of acolytes, paladins, and clerics of Bahamut were killed, including Cam's trainer and friend, Thriko Minaki Toramash the Unfailing. After arriving and conducting a search, they learned that two separate groups had been at the location previously and seemed to have left together, suggesting Varum rendezvoused with reinforcements or other cult members. Upon entry, our party found a macabre scene of zombies and the corpse of Toramash, now a revenant. Dispatching them and settling for the night, Cam found himself spoken to by his patron, urging him to seek harsh punishment for those who had defiled the temple, inciting him into righteous anger. Meanwhile, Eldrath spoke to Bahamut in a more civil tone, learning that Bahamut had sacrificed a portion of his power in order to weaken Tiamat and seal her in Avernus. Eldrath also learned that Tiamat and Bahamut, having once been a single entity, were cosmically intertwined and one could not exist without the other, meaning Tiamat could not be destroyed unless Bahamut was destroyed also. We now join our heroes as they wake to the new day, these revelations still fresh in mind as they continue their path towards Verum the White. So we'll say, as you're all waking up, Eldrath, feeling great, wonderful sleep, got a full 8, no problem. Cam, not so much. Little bit of a tossing and turning, a little bit of a didn't quite get a restful sleep, but you got enough to get your full rest in, but a little groggy in the morning.
Rise and shine.
There's just this growl of from Cam as he like picks himself up, tries to snap.
Sounds like my little prayer did not work. I'll have to fix that.
Are we ready to go? I'm done with this place.
I'll just look for the others. Or is everyone else good?
I'm ready. Yes. Perhaps.
Yeah, what are we waiting for?
Indeed.
As the various shoot, I forgot the name of the spell. Behemoth's Tiny Hut, that one. As those both drop and the cold air comes in, it is a very cold day, a very cold morning, like that of a kind of a strong winter front moving in from the mountains. It's going to be a cold one today.
And Arai hisses. Not the cold. Anything but cold.
Cam starts getting his materials up on Crag's back for equipment, and he mounts up and just looks at everybody impatiently.
I will mount up with Eldrath.
Eldrath is packed up and waiting for everyone.
All right. Is there anything anybody would like to do before you set out for the day?
No.
That's a lot of
Way
that's
has
a
no
lot of
reason to
no's I
play.
hear. So,
Nope.
all right. As you all head back onto the trail to the tradeway, and then head towards the southeast, back towards Dragonspear. As stated, it is a very cold day and does not warm up as the day moves on, so I'm going to need con saves from everybody.
No, not con saves.
Yes, con saves. Everybody's favorite.
Pretty please, can we not have a con save? Okay, I'll do it.
And it continues.
Oh
We got a
no.
number to get.
9 as well.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Shit, con save.
I feel Bastion should be okay on this one, I hope.
Constitution, nothing.
What's the
Oh,
word?
okay, well,
Bastion's in good hands.
I like my hands.
Yeah, there you go.
No, that's not
Good
Bastion.
hands.
I'm Bastion. Whoops.
All right. Well, Cam, Arai, and Poi, that cold gets right to you. You know, Cam, you didn't get the right sleep. You know, you're not really 100% there, and that cold just kind of finds its way through your armor and your fur. And everybody who got under a 10 is going to be taking a point of exhaustion.
Damn it.
Fun.
So you will have disadvantage on any ability checks for the rest of the day. But thankfully, moving through the trail and onto the tradeway is easy goings for you, no issues, as you were able to easily make camp at the end of the night and rest up. No need for a watch order. You all managed to get through the night. Go ahead and wipe off those exhaustion points. I was really hoping something would happen, but the dice did not have it in. That's okay.
Oh,
Thank you,
That's okay.
guys.
There's plenty of opportunities. Plenty of opportunities. All right. So this would be day 12, getting up and moving along the tradeway. You are able to get on the path easily. Mild day, no real issues on the trail. As going through the day into late afternoon, you arrive at Dragonspear. And as you're approaching, several deer kind of run off in the distance as your party rides through on your mounts. But coming up to a cleared field, you can see, just cresting over the low hill, the ruined Dragonspear Castle. And while the sight of the broken and battered castle is awesome, it is also a bit unsettling as it hasn't been lived in for a long time. The ruins are centuries old with remnants of ancient battles, and now it is overrun by animals, plants, and occasionally squatters. I would say Yao's probably not going to know anything about this, not being from the area, and I feel like Poi might not know anything either. Eldrath, you've been here before, so I guess Cam, Arai, and Bastion, if you want to, you can roll history to see if you know anything about Dragonspear.
I was going to say, does Eldrath, can he take a look around, kind of see if anything is different from the last time he was here?
Hey, 20.
Dragonspear is a good place to take a rest, to at least
Of
stop for the
course.
day.
What else is new?
Okay. Sorry, Bastion. 3, unfortunately, not going to cut it. However, both Cam and Arai, the Dragonspear was originally a dwarvish castle. Then they were driven out by humanoids, and then the castle has basically fallen into multiple hands over the course of the centuries. Nobody lives here now. This is all pretty much just abandoned at this point, but it's still a well-known area, and most of the caravans will use it as a stopping point for a place to just rest up and do any repairs that might need to be done, or take care of any food issues or whatnot. As far as like looking around Eldrath, nothing really different, nothing really out of place. I mean, everything's kind of run down and ruined, so it would be hard to tell where, one broken section of tower differs from another. There are still quite a few animals that are moving through the area, not walking, but skittering around and flying through the air. Plenty of creatures nearby, seemingly in hopes of finding maybe scraps. If there's food around, they might be able to get something. But other than that, there's no people. There's no real sign of anything. There is evidence of campfires, several of them. Not really uncommon, considering it's a place for caravanners to stay. So chances are somebody would have set up a camp. But there is one or two that seem to be more recent than others.
Shall we investigate?
Yeah, I'm very interested. I read a lot about this place.
All right.
We should just be camping and then leaving as soon as we can.
But
We don't need to be wasting time investigating things.
this is a very known area. It has a lot of history to it. Come on, we gotta at least stay for just a little bit.
Cam turns to Arai with like daggers in his eyes. Do you think Verum is going to be waiting while we're sitting here investigating? We camp and we go.
He just lowers his ears. Okay.
We can do as much as we can while we camp. However, I do agree, we must leave soon.
Alright.
All right. So, setting up for enough for a short rest, I would say, if you're wanting to head out through the rest of the day. Let's see. Say, setting up just a small fire and pulling out enough food to set up for a lunch. As everybody sits down and has a nice little meal, you all get the benefits of a short rest if needed, although you should all be pretty much set. And let's see here.
Is it possible?
Crags. Go ahead.
I was going to ask if it's possible just to do a little quick look around, especially of the most recent camps, just to see if there's any clue of whomst might have camped there, if it wasn't Verum or if there's any sort of clue at all.
Sure thing. If you and Arai wanted to go off and investigate that, you can do that. You can either roll separate investigations or work together and give somebody advantage.
You want to do separate?
And are we only using investigation, or can we use perception?
I'm gonna say instead of perception, it would be survival.
Survival. Okay.
Yeah.
So, sure, we can try separate, and with that as well, because of the nature of this situation and how they have to be a little bit expedited, Wei will opt to call upon some spiritual guidance and give enhanceability wisdom to both of them.
Ooh.
Awesome. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Go ahead and make your rolls with advantage.
Nice, thank you. 17.
The 21 for Master Wei there. Pretty good. So as you are looking through the campfires and the sections of the camps that were left behind, there are quite a few people that came through here, and very recently too, at least maybe no more than a week ago. And they, from what you can see, that there is a lot of damage to some of the trees nearby, as if they have been hit with arrows and swords. Does seem that there were at least some fighters or soldiers of some kind that were here and killing time by doing target practice or some basic weapons forms while they pass the time. There is also some evidence of, let's just say, hunting that isn't necessarily... They didn't take all of the meat. And the killing doesn't look like it was clean either. Something a little bit more brutal than that.
The land whispers to me of a hunting party or a warband, but not one with any sense of honor or restraint.
That's a shame. Do we know if it's... I don't know. Hopefully the next people that come by will be more respectful with the nature.
Mayhaps it is of note. Have you found anything in your search?
Dana?
Not really much in the ways of anything more than what Wei had found. However, you do find a few broken arrows and a few just what look like damaged weapons or damaged bows that were broken. Probably just left out here. To hell with them. They just threw them to the side and left them.
Not much here, but just destroyed weaponry. Honestly, these people could have just taken these and get them fixed, but they just decided to just toss them.
Whomever is leaving broken weaponry at a place like this must have an excess of resources.
That'd be my guess too.
A good bow and sword do not come cheap.
They don't.
Are there any other roles that could be done, like...
The only thing around you at this point is some forest animals and ruins, so that'd be trees. You can talk to the trees, I guess, if you like.
We're not druids.
Unfortunately, I'm not a druid, yeah. That'd be great.
Arai does want to take a few steps closer to the ruins, though, out of curiosity and interest.
Well, looking them over, they have very intricate stonework designs in some of the earlier layers. Definitely indicative of a dwarvish craft. Definitely see the fine work of the stonecutters going through. But other than that, it's mostly just ruins. There's not really much left.
Such a shame. Wonderful architecture and no one to enjoy it.
Is it possible to tell approximately how long they stayed at the ruins? We know that it hasn't been more than a week since they've been there, but yeah.
But that's 20. Say yeah. I think you'd be able to tell that they likely stayed for maybe a night or two. It does seem like there was a little bit more than just everybody slept here and then left in the morning. There's a couple of areas that have been cleared out. An area that looks like it could have been used as a latrine, covered over. At least they had that kind of sensibility, thankfully.
And since it's such a mass of people, would they leave any sort of tracks as to which direction they're going?
As you look through the grounds, trying to piece together all of these tracks. In fact, yes, you do note that they do seem to be heading east, breaking away from the main path and heading off into the moors to the east.
Out of curiosity, Wei would like to mount his sword and fly up a little bit above the tree line and see if there is any other sign in that direction of what might be there.
All right. Getting some height, getting up above the tree line. Moving past the trees, you can start seeing that the area is mostly a large, almost like an open field, but it's not. It doesn't appear to be solid. It appears more like peat moss and bogs. So soft ground, a lot of like areas where if you weren't careful, you could probably fall into a sinkhole. And as such, as you're looking through, you can actually see some very significant marks through the landscape. And it does seem that a large group did go through that area. And the ground has not had a chance to really reform after just yet.
Wei ponders this and flies back down. He relays this information to Arai and asks if he knows of anything who people like this might be, that such a large group would brave the moors.
Would that be more of a history check?
I don't think history. I think this might fall under history, nature. Let's go ahead and just say a straight intelligence check. Actually, I think this will
Just a straight
soften the
intelligence.
DC. Yeah, we'll soften the DC just a little bit.
23.
I guess I could have kept it the
Lord.
same. All right. 23 is
Just a little.
fucking. All right. The real advantage for going through the moors would be likely one, avoiding attention from the tradeways. Also, it'd be a little bit quicker because in order to get to the Serpent Hills, if that's where they're headed, they could just cut right across instead of having to go down and around, following the path and the river. So they probably will shave a few days off their travel at the least.
He'll just relay pretty much the same information towards Wei. Thinking about the purpose possibly as well.
Important tactical information. We should let everyone else know.
Agreed. Let's go ahead and head back to the others.
And I am sorry that we cannot spend time to look at the ruins.
He sighs and looks back up towards the ruins. It's fine. Once I learn teleportation, I'll be able to come and go as I see fit.
You are correct. They will still be here. Most likely. Most likely.
Start heading back.
All right. Cam.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're sitting at the fire, eating your sandwich and just getting a little bit of a rest, still feeling the cold from the yesterday, as you kind of brush your hair back out of your eyes, you feel a bump on your head.
I examine it, just kind of like push at it. Was it something that I received like during a battle or something?
It's under your hair, and push on it. It's hard. It definitely feels like a little bump on your noggin. May have gotten it in the combat. Not sure. A lot of things happened. But as you brush your hair away, you feel a second bump on the other side of your head.
Did they hurt when I pressed them?
A little bit. There's a little pressure, but it's not painful.
He rubs at his head a little bit here, just trying to figure out what's going on with those, but he shakes his head and just puts his hand back down, and he finishes his food. His brow is a little bit furrowed there, because one bump might be easily explainable, but two bumps is very unusual, I would say. Are they equidistant over his head?
You know what? If you were to guess from where you have, where rubbing against them with your fingers, you could kind of say, you know what? They almost feel like they're symmetrical.
With the headband, he would understand what symmetrical would probably mean. So he would probably just be like, he would be rubbing his head into anybody else who would be looking like he's dealing with a headache. But he's just trying to get a beat on that. And once he just at this point he just kind of shrugs and just like, it's not affecting me, right? He's just in his mind, he's just telling himself, it's not hurting you. You have other things to worry about.
I would say at this point is when Arai and Wei return to divulge the information that they have learned.
Our investigation has borne fruit. And then he casts exposition.
What level? What level do you want to cast exposition at?
Oh, man, the max level I have is 5th, so maybe that. It's an important
Do you
spell.
counter spell?
I'm not countering this. No.
Why would you counter your ally spell? No.
Both Wei and Arai do. That's a great way to get PvP. Let me tell you. we had that happen in a game once. Somebody counterspelled somebody else's lightning spell because it was about to set some trees on fire, and they were not happy. But anyway, as Wei and Arai go over the what they have learned, that most likely a large group of people that came within a week, which matches what you guys have already known, appear to have left the tradeway and have instead cut across the High Moor.
We're
They will
going
be much
to
faster. Sorry. Go ahead.
just out of character. We're going to Borskar Bridge.
Yes. Which is
Okay,
at
how
the
far is
base
that
of the
from here?
Serpent Hills.
Okay.
About 250 miles, roughly.
Can we go through the High Moor to get there, kind of similarly to where this path is that they've discovered?
If you followed along the same path, from what Wei has described, it does seem like it would be an easy path to track. But as far as getting ahead of them or catching up with them, that's questionable.
Well, if we were to get to the base of the Serpent Hills, we would normally be going down the roads and then like traveling along the river there. If I'm looking at the map correctly.
Yep.
So cutting through the moor would save some time. He nods to the two of them and says, "Everyone mount up. We're gonna go through the moor then. We're gonna follow them and get to Borskir as soon as possible. We still have to meet up with our agents to get more intelligence."
Can Wei do while he's still enhancing ability? Can he take a look at his party and determine at a glance if they seem to be capable of going through the moor without issue?
Let's call that an insight check, sure.
Okay. I'd wonder if that was insight or nature or survival.
It feels like insight. You're taking in information and making a judgment.
Okay. And insight is still wisdom, right?
I believe it is, yeah, so you should still get the advantage.
Better than the 9.
13. Kind of looking over everybody and the horses and crags. Getting through the moor would be tricky, but not impossible. There is definitely going to be some issues with some of the terrain, perhaps, based on what you saw. It was kind of boggy and not completely solid in some places, so it would just take a little bit of caution, but there is no reason why you couldn't be able to do it.
Paladin. While we must be careful, it is possible that we will follow them. I will rely on your ability to speak with our beasts more consistently than myself
If
to
we can
ensure
set,
that they step correctly.
You were saying Ethan?
You're gonna say something?
Yeah.
Ethan?
sorry, my bad. If we could survive that frozen tundra, I think we'll be okay.
I'm with Eldrath. We can make it. We've gone through worse.
Hmm.
And if your horses begin to complain, I'll make sure to put them in their place. Let's go. And without another word, he starts packing up his stuff and putting it back on Craig's.
I feel like Arai's just like now biting into a sandwich, like, what, we're moving?
Alrighty.
Fuck.
It just started.
Well, somebody had to go look at the ruins while everybody else was munching, so yeah. You get to eat while you're on a horse.
Great for the digestion.
Absolutely.
Good thing I'm not driving.
All right. So, pack up and head out east across the moors.
Seems that way.
I mean, sure. I don't know.
Yup.
All right.
Let's go.
And during the thing, because Wei was kind of worried about it, Cam will keep his animal listening ears up in case like the horses are like conveying that there's a problem or something, or Craggs has a problem.
Can you roll a perception check for me, please, Cam?
I apparently can.
Okay. As you're all mounting up and starting to make your way away from the ruins, Cam, you can overhear the sounds of some squirrels chittering in the tree above you. Look, another group going out. You think they'll do better than the last ones? Probably. The last ones were real mean, though. Yeah, they were real mean, but, there's always the chance that they could just get swallowed up. But I think these people are probably okay, though. Yeah, that's true. Hey, let's go get some nuts. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Cam keeps this information to himself.
As you
But he
move on into the
smiles a
woods.
little bit as we're moving.
But yes, heading into the High Moor, it's a bit rough going at first because of the overgrowth of the peat moss and the soft ground. But as Wei saw, it also helps to show the path the large group came and took as they moved their way through here. There's another thing that you do notice, I would say, Wei, is that it does seem to be that there's a large enough group of these people that they're not really able to properly hide their movements anymore. So either they have grown in number, or something has changed about their numbers.
Wei conveys this information. He's also been opting to continue flying just a bit above everyone to keep a higher vantage point.
And I need Poi to roll an animal handling check to control the horse.
Oh god, that is one thing I am not good at.
Yep, holding it down. You're good.
You've been watching. You're learning.
Is the horse vocalizing anything that Cam would pick up on about the way that Boy is handling it?
The horse is mostly going, why are we going so slow? We need to pick up a little bit faster. We just go a little bit faster. As Boy seems to be pulling back on the reins just ever so slightly to keep it from starting to gallop away.
Cam will turn around to the horse and just in beast speak, he will just say, "You will follow your rider's directions. No more complaining."
Go ahead and give me either animal handling or an intimidation check.
Try intimidation.
As the horse straightens up and stops trying to run away with Poi and just allows Poi to dictate the speed at which they go.
Yeah, well, that's going at the speed of fast. If you going at the speed.
But
Cam
after a
just
few hours
glares.
of travel, it does open up a little bit into fields of green grass and soft rolling hills until it's largely easily traveled with your group, small number that it is, as you are all able to get a decent amount of travel in, despite the soggy conditions. As you get closer to the end of the day, and about time to set up camp. Still in the open fields, not really a lot of things to cover you. So if you're going to be camping, it's going to be out in the open.
But we have the huts.
That's true.
Yes.
Really.
Hut power. Cambro will summon up the good berries and distribute them as desired, including the horses and crags, of course.
Krax just looks to the horses. So you're going to love these. They're really good. All right. So before ending the day, is there anything would anybody else would like to do?
Well, I don't know.
Just set up the usual defenses. Have an alarm spell around the Lehman's tiny hut before I make it.
And if it's going to be just like mostly resting, Wei will opt to conduct his spirit session to get clairvoyance again, if possible. And he'll opt for any volunteers for this purpose. He needs to.
All right, well, let's be willing to volunteer.
Okay.
Cam is not going to volunteer this time. He's going to be focusing on like staying watch and like protection, but he's kind of keeping to himself a little bit. I will also mention though that he is going to cast another alarm spell to help protect the other hut, the way that Eldrath's protecting one.
Okay, fair enough. So
Okay,
anybody else volunteer?
Yeah.
I guess I can bear to stay up a bit later.
All right.
It's only a small ritual.
That's not
Small.
long, is it? It's only like an hour, isn't it?
It's an hour.
Yeah, but asking Poi to sit still for an hour?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously I'm still gonna do stuff.
It's fine. He can be
Like watching you in the
representative.
periphery.
Yeah, he
Okay,
can be
have fun, Paul.
Representative of the restless spirit. It's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah. So he does that for an hour. If nothing happens during that time, he'll have clairvoyance. And at this point, he will spend a little bit of time looking out to the east, a mile away.
I will say, actually, Go ahead and roll me a wisdom check.
Oh, wisdom check. Okay. Wisdom. Where'd you go? Here it is. I don't have enhance anymore. It's been too long. Okay.
This time, while calling out to the spirits, you don't hear something, but rather you smell something. As you get the scent of fresh seawater and what smells like salt spray, cold winds blowing through the air, the smell of burning sand. And for an instant, you think you see what looks like a manta ray just flinging right by your eye, but it disappears in an instant.
Spirits, these are curious visions you are granting me. And he kind of, under his breath, mutters a description of the sea and burning sand. It is clearly audible to anybody who's like participating, but
And but as the spirit session comes to an end, you now have clairvoyance, and you wanted to look a mile and out to the east, right?
yes.
All right. I need to pull up clairvoyant. There it is. Oh, how about that? There it is. Da-da-da.
I don't think I've ever been in a campaign where this was cast.
I've used it before, but it's a little bit specialized, I guess would be a good word for it.
Yeah.
But is exceptionally handy for a low-level, quote-unquote, low-level divination spell that allows you to see at a distance.
Just sort of like what he does manually. He'll make sure that the sensor is a bit above any sort of apparent, at least from like this position, and any sort of apparent blockages, and kind of have a bird's eye view. Yeah.
Right on. I'll say you're definitely able to see out to the east, even though it's getting a little bit dark out at this point. You are still able to see that there are a few more boggy areas that are coming up in the nearby where you guys are, but not exactly where you are right now. And it does appear that there are some signs of a pack of people traveling through. Various damage to the wildlife nearby, and yeah, that doesn't seem to be anything of real note, but definitely something to be wary of moving forward.
Any information is good. Satisfied, he sets up his other tiny hut. I think we've agreed that Wei is kind of keeping the animals safe.
The animal tamer
The
of
animal
sorts.
tamer. Yeah.
All right. All right. As you all settle down and get a good night's rest, everybody gets the benefit of a long rest.
Yay.
As you are awoken by thunder and lightning, but it's not very frightening.
Boo.
Oh, okay.
I've seen worse.
It's a massive amount of rain that is already starting to come in, and there's some lightning and some thunder, but nothing you can do but grin and bear it.
Wait a minute. I just realized that's a Bohemian.
Oh my
Made a
god.
Bohemian. Okay. Cool.
It's called the
Great.
Queen's Gambit.
Wow.
Triple entendre.
Anyway, I'm flying over the flooding and umbrella.
quite handy. All right. Well, as you all get up, anybody who have any plans to fight the rain, or just gonna take it as it comes?
Shape water. Try to
All
cover
right.
both myself and Arthur. Sorry, Arai.
So I'd say, what are you gonna call me?
I have no idea who that is anymore.
That person doesn't exist anymore. Or do they? But
Cam, Bastion, and Crags are like the hardy boys there. We're just gonna trudge through it. It's just a little water.
Who cares?
Wusses.
I don't think you need to protect an otter from water, so it's fine.
You should just
I
be
mean, imagine
mean.
that.
Swimming through the air.
well, it is cold, so there is that. So yes, I will need yet again con saves from everybody. Way and Eldrath have advantage.
No.
That's better. Does
poor kitty.
Arai benefit from my aura?
They do.
Okay.
Bastion's not even bothered by the rain.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so it's
Versus-
advantage then?
No, it's just
not
a plus
advantage,
3
you
to
get-
it.
Yeah, you get +3.
Oh, plus 3, so it'll be 10 then.
All right. So I apologize. This was a more harsh rain than previous, because previously that was just cold. But here you're dealing with cold and rain. So anybody who scored under a 12,
Damn it.
unfortunately, you're going to take 1 point of exhaustion. So
Cats
sorry.
do not like weather.
Ow. Exhaustion.
You win some, you lose some.
Mm.
I'm assuming that the rain, especially this harsh rain, is probably washing away any sort of like tracks. However, they're leaving enough of a trail of destruction that we can kind of still follow them.
Yeah, I would say that the ground gets a little soggy, so some of the actual like trail has been reset basically. But yeah, because of the way these people are moving, they're just busting through the trees and bushes and whatnot that they're traipsing through. So they're leaving plenty of signs for you to follow. And I regret to inform you that this rain is going to be continuing for a while. Because I rolled for the weather, and I got 3 days worth of rain.
No.
So, but
Go
thankfully,
through the
you
moors.
get
We'll have a
full-
few laughs.
you get full
Sorry.
rest at the end of the day, so you're able to get through your. You don't have to stack exhaustion. So we're just gonna go ahead and hand wave the next few days, except for the last one. So I'll just take one more con save from everybody. So Eldrath and Way, go ahead and do that with advantage.
Oh boy.
6.
Cool.
You know, Arai, I'm trying to help you the best that I fucking can. You gotta come. You gotta post up, all right?
I'm
I knew it. I
Oh,
knew this
no.
would happen.
Arise out of its
no.
element, okay?
Although technically, it still is 12.
Yeah, because you're within the range of the aura.
Yep.
So,
Oh,
Bastion passes,
Insane.
and Arai, I'm so sorry.
Everything's balanced eventually.
Yep.
Arai's just sniffling up a storm behind Eldrath. Eldrath's not saying anything, but he's like,
Just sniffling and hissing.
So yeah, Arai's not having a great day, a great couple of days. Still exhausted, and as you go through the moors, Master Way, with your passive perception, would be able to notice that the area in front of you has become a little bit more boggy due to the rain yesterday and day before and the day before, and the ground's very muddy and squishy, making for rough travel. So it's going to slow you down a little bit.
Boulder
Wait, let's everyone know.
maybe pick some harder patches easier to cross.
You know what? Between the two of you, between Shapewater and Myuuldrid, I would say that you might be able to harden the ground enough to allow you to pass through without any difficulty.
If it helps, I have produced flame to kind of like burn away water.
Burn away water. Just set the
just
water
gotta
on fire.
Burn away water.
Just gotta bake
set
the
water
ground,
on fire.
you know?
Flaming water. We're good.
I'm gonna make gas.
What is everybody's passive perception, by the way? I know Waze is pretty high.
Mine
12.
is passive perception. Where is
Mine is 11.
It's 10 plus your perception
20.
value.
20 for Poi. Okay.
Yeah. So Poi can
15
see and I
for
can see.
Eldrath.
I have
Okay.
14.
14. Arai.
11.
11. Okay.
Wait, it's 21.
So, as you're all moving through this boggy area, thankfully combining Myuuldrid and Shapewater to solidify the ground a little bit to give you some better pathing to travel. Arai, you're just looking into the water and you see just like all these like little muddy little puddles and just little blobs of mud that are there. And as you're moving past one of the little blobs of mud, its eyes open as they shoot open, looking at you. And the rest of you all notice as popping up out of the ground are a whole bunch of mud methods.
Oh, come on.
what?
And
Mud
Whoa.
what?
I will
Mud
take
method.
you to the map.
Oh, great.
Mud
What?
method. What?
We got ambushed.
No, what are mud method?
We're gonna find out.
Methamphetamine?
He'll probably
like-
show us. Plus,
Methamphetamine.
They're like
Arai
ants.
knows, considering he controls methods before.
Yeah.
The meth methods are a completely different creature, and I hope we don't come across them.
Ugh. Great.
There's a few. I would say a few out this way. Everybody go ahead and grab your token there, and let's roll some initiative.
Let's go.
Where's flying? Is this flying?
The little wing is the flying, yeah.
I can't seem to actually click any of these for some reason.
Should be able to. Like that, yeah.
Or
There we go.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
that's all.
For some reason it wasn't working. Oh, I guess it wasn't like in turn order when I clicked it. Okay. Initiative. Boy.
Neat.
Well, this is fun.
I've been high rolling, I get it. I get it, game.
There must be
So
balance
this
in all the things.
music works this time.
Oh, did we lose our music?
I'm trying. We'll see.
Arai's not having a good day, the music's not having a good day.
Just be glad we didn't encounter these guys in a fertilizer field.
No.
That would be horrible.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everybody in. Let's roll for the methods. You know, I don't know what I expected, but that seems about right. Did they even add anything to initiative? One. They did one. Great. For a total of 5.
Wow.
Cambro beat them.
Woo!
Fucking losers.
Happy day.
That's impressive.
One
I gotta say, you
positivity.
all have the advantage of high passive perception that not a lot of things can sneak up on you. All right.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Not unexpected, honestly.
Are we playing this as we're still on the horses?
Most of you are. Wei is not, but has been keeping up with the others. I don't have horse tokens set aside at the moment, but I can get those in a moment.
Neat.
I'll see if I can bring out Crags for myself here.
To the back. There we go. To the back. There we go. And
Crags, don't eat Bastion. No.
Oh no, stop.
There, there.
No,
Stop.
stop.
Stop fighting.
Stop it! Stop it, Ron. Oh.
Rex.
All right.
Oh.
Poi's leading us off with a really good initiative roll there. So, Poi, it is your turn.
I don't know what these things are, but I hate them, so I'm gonna try to kill them.
Okay.
I'm not even. This is fine. Let's do the. Let's do the Where is it? What is the thing? Hexblade's Curse. Did it cast if Hexblade's Curseth on one of its creatures if.
All right. Anyone in particular?
Well, actually, it's not
or...
a casting. It's just like you gain a bone, starting any ability to place a veil for. I don't think it's an action. It's just just do Hexblade's Curse. And I'm going to. Can I do a sneak attack? Am I able to do a sneak? Oh shit! There are a lot of them. Oh god.
Yeah. Which one do you want to put it on?
Yeah, where are
No
you
shit.
going?
Just mud.
This one. This one right here.
Oh.
That one? Okay.
All right. And then I'm going. I don't think. Can I do? Fuck. Can I do? I don't know. I'm gonna. Summon Pact Weapon. Do I have my Cause this came out of nowhere, so I guess I have to use an action to use Pact Weapon.
I'm going to say since you weren't surprised, you were able to summon that.
Okay. I'll do that. And can I sneak attack or? Well, actually, I'm in 1-on-1, right?
Yeah, if you're 1-on-1 and there's not another ally within 5 feet of the creature you're attacking, you get sneak attack.
And do I? Is there anything with it?
It's just you and them.
Okay, well then. Up, let's go.
Cantrip, right?
And then also Booming Blade.
Yeah, there you go. Just gonna remind you until you do it yourself, and then it's good.
Okay, so let's.
Oh.
Ow.
Well, that just happens sometimes. It's fine.
That is a natural 1 for Aeneas, unfortunately.
That doesn't usually happen. What went wrong?
All right. That is going to bring it to Eldrath.
Okay. Eldrath is going to stay where he is and will cast Fairy Fire centered on this one here.
Okay.
That should get everyone else in that puddle. Not Poi though. And I'll just post this real quick.
Dex saves, right?
Yes, DC 17.
Fail. That's a fail. 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 Natural 20. Last one made it.
Of course.
What color are you going to do?
Bright green.
Bright green it is. Alrighty, you got 4. How big is that? It's a 20-foot cube, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So not quite that big, sadly, but that would have been nice, but doesn't work that way, sadly.
What do you mean?
Somebody put this giant.
No. Sorry, I'm doing some measurement.
I just see that. I thought that was Eldrath for a second, but then I realized it was the wrong
No.
color.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 4 out of 5 are now affected by fairy fire.
Sweet. And I will throw a bardic inspiration onto Bastion. Do a quick jingle, get his blood pumping.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Bastion is inspired.
That'll be my turn.
Wow.
That'll bring it to Bastion.
Well, not a good morning so far, but well, these are the only ones that I could get to within range. These ones, I mean. But so I am gonna be running up that hill to them and just pulling out the great axe, and going fucking mud things. And slashing for this one, I guess.
All right. Roll the hit.
Yeah.
12 is a hit.
Damn. And that is a slash.
All right. 15. You're not raging, so 15.
Oh, did I turn that on? Who turned on my rage? Yeah.
The world did.
The world hates me.
All right. Solid
sure.
hit.
Would you count me as technically being next to them, or would I have had to be an extra 5 feet here per se?
You would have had to be
ne-
an extra 5 feet there.
Darn. I would have
Unless
to.
you have something that gives you reach.
Yeah, it's a problem. Otherwise, I would have moved there. Otherwise, I'm giving an opportunity of attack. So I guess I'll have to go for the same guy again.
All right, go ahead.
Realizing he's angry at himself makes him even angrier. It works, I guess.
13 is a hit. 10 slashing. This does not look good. He is dripping mud and viscous fluid that
So
is
muddy.
Wait,
mud
looking
but blood.
not
Blood,
looking good for
blood.
who?
I'm looking just fine, boy.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's all.
All right. Brings it to Arai.
Alright. Alright's gonna cast Summon Undead at level 4. So we just put it right between some of these lovely things. Right here. And it's gonna be Putrid form.
Putrid form.
Stinky
Okay.
Pete.
Putrid form.
Stinky
Yep.
Pete.
Old Stinky Pete making a reappearance.
And he'll just give the command of kill the mud monsters. That's it for him.
That was easy.
All right. Sounds like a plan. And that will bring it to Master Way.
Quick reminder to myself: is ground targeting in 5e center targeted or corner targeted, or either?
Depends on what you're trying to do, really, because some of the wording depends on like the spells itself. But
Okay.
generally, it's intended that you aim for the creature that's within that 5-foot square,
Okay, so it's usually like center, right?
more or less. But
Okay.
depending on what you're doing, I mean, if it's something specifically that says that you can put it at any point, I mean, might be able to work something out.
I don't think there's any. Yeah, there's no benefit. So okay. Anyway, if I calculated this correctly, well, he sees lots of people or lots of things that are not clearly undead, at least, and by doing so, I'll begin with this immediately. So he'll bring out his instrument of the bards, flip it out from his back, and strum a note. Let's see. Can I get this cube again? Okay, cool. So a 30-foot cube, right? Within range?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's looks like 5 to me. All right.
All right. And they have disadvantage to this because it's a charm effect.
These. That's a fail. That is also a fail. 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 Wow. Okay, all 5.
All right.
Got them all.
All right. Then he just advances just a little bit, flying as he is,
Dang it,
and
sorry.
begins. Oh. And
Sorry.
Oopsies.
begins. Yeah. Look at that nice line. The fog of war. No, I'm kidding. He pulls a tail, and basically orders everyone focus on the ones that are still moving. And then that's its turn.
All right. As 5 of the mud methods just go completely catatonic, just staring up at the illusory patterns that they see. And that will bring it to Cambro.
Can Cambro identify these as aberrations? Celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend?
They are, in fact, elementals.
Cambro's using his boots to kind of do a leap like he's done before to about here. And he takes out Bahamut's holy symbol and he holds it up high. And he says, "By my oath of the Watcher, by Bahamut's might, I repel you!" And I will channel Divinity, abjure the extra planar.
Oh.
Oh.
In each aberration celestial entity within 30 feet of you that can hear you must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. Oh. It's like turn undead, but for like other things. That's pretty
The Oath of the
cool.
Watchers is really good at that.
Must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it cannot willingly end its move in a space within 30 feet of you. Wow. Okay. So 30 feet, I think that's all of them, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The DC is... What is it based off of?
Should be based off your charisma, I believe.
Charisma. Yeah, so my spell DC, I guess, for that. 15?
Yeah.
Wisdom 15.
15. Okay. Okay. Well, it's not impossible. That's net 20. That's 10. Failed. Pass.
We're just determined not to let them take a turn, basically.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 5 of them passed. So give me a second. I will mark these. The ones that did not pass. Because these are the ones that are going to be...
did not pass.
How that works with the ones that are incapped? That's a question. How would that work?
Incapacitation doesn't prevent their wisdom saves, I don't think.
Doesn't know, so... would this supersede the incap, I suppose? Must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can. And
But
hypnotic
they don't have a
pattern,
move as part of their turn.
and their speed is 0, so they're stuck there.
Afraid for their lives. They're stuck there.
Damn.
They picked the wrong party to ambush. Let's put it that way.
Damn. That sucks. that really sucks. All right. Well, that was a hell of a plan. Good job.
Nice.
Very cool.
And question for Seku and slash Arai. Does Stinky Pete affect allies too?
I believe it states any monster. Let me double check real quick. Any creature
Any
other
monster?
than you that starts its turn within 5 feet of the spirit must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. So anyone
Okay.
other than me. So unfortunately, that also
Got
means
it.
allies.
Okay.
It just knows
Got
not
it.
to attack you is its thing.
All right.
Right, but I could still be poisoned.
You still have a chance of being poisoned.
All right. So what I'm gonna do as my bonus action is I am going. Cam is going to then take his sword and it's going to glow purple, and then he's going to glow purple, and he's going to get an extra burst of speed as he casts himself some expeditious retreat.
All right.
Now, he had 20 feet of movement to get there, unless you're counting vaulting off of crags to eat up any extra movement.
You know, real cool. I like the idea of you just jumping off, so I'm going to say that's fine.
Okay, so then he has 40 feet left. So what he's going to do is he is going to skirt down here to this spot. So it takes off in like a purplish flash as he runs around that puddle and
Damn.
just puts himself like right next to that guy. Sword at the ready,
Okay.
but unable to do anything. That is Cam's activity.
That was pretty good turn, though. I like that.
Very nice.
Abjure the extraplanar. I did not read that all the way through. That is clever. I like that.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well, that will bring it to the mud methods. Arai,
Spell save
Uh,
is 16.
mud methods are immune to poisoned
Yeah,
condition
that's a shame.
as well as poison damage. So
That's a shame.
No poisson.
No
Also,
poisson.
No poisson.
Oh well.
But you can bring
All
Thick
right.
Dragon back.
Yeah, we can.
it has to be within 30 feet of Cam.
oh.
At the time of the extra.
A turn creature
At the time
must
of it?
spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it cannot willingly end its move in a space within 30 feet of you. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. So it has to move. Yeah, there's no... It doesn't do anything else. So, yeah, it's going to go ahead and... This one's going to make a break for it. They have 20 feet of movement, so... He goes there.
Do I get an
Bastion,
attack
if
of
you want to make an
opportunity?
attack of opportunity, there you go.
Why, thank you. I'm not gonna take away my opportunity. Maybe I will.
11 matches his armor class.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Full damage? Good.
9 slashing. All right, as you slash through this mud method, And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Dexterity save. Interesting. Any particular reason?
All right.
They explode.
You, as the mud method explodes into a burst of sticky, nasty, like almost like Icarus mud,
Ooh.
and it splatters over you, but you're able to get it off you before it solidifies.
Oh god. Ugh. Oh, that's what those things do. Fuck.
All right. And this... God damn it, Cam.
They're too far.
Move
No.
that way. These ones that were affected can't move. This one goes to move down here, so you're going to get an attack of opportunity, Cam, if you want to take it.
I will allow him to go.
All right. And they're going to dash. All right. That one can't move, can't do anything. These ones are going to try to dash this way. And they're going to go they're going to have to fly up. Eldrath, you can take an attack of opportunity if you like.
I think I would only be able to use a dagger in that sense, right? It has to be melee.
Yeah, unless you have a feat that allows you
Or
to do
caster.
spells.
I do not, so I'll try to stick a dagger into him.
Oh wait, that one wasn't scared. Never mind. Sorry. Take that back. All the ones that were scared are not.
Well, okay.
All right. Well, this one's going to try. In that case, this one is going to try to attack Stinky Pete.
Oh no, Stinky Pete.
Thank you, mate.
That is a 7 to hit.
Nope. He wiggles.
Okay. The other one is also going to try to hit Stinky Pete for a 17.
That does it.
Oh, okay. Well, they're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage as this method just starts pounding on them.
Okay.
And then this one that's up here next to Poi is going to breathe nasty, viscous mud onto him. I need a dex saving throw.
Ooh, a dex save throw. So scary.
Please get a 1. Please get a 1. Damn.
14 is a pass as it shoots this mud out of its mouth at you, but you're able to duck out of the way and not get any on you.
Ew.
All right.
Hawk and Luvies.
Those poor methods, but that's I just love the idea of these guys being completely incapacitated but scared to death. So that'll bring it
This
to
has
Poi.
happened multiple times.
It's a good lock. It is now Poi's turn.
Okay, well, he just did something very rude at me, so I'm gonna kill him.
Appropriate.
Okay, I remember cantrip. I'm just gonna do what I did last time. Booming blade, sneak attack, what have you. Just make sure I hit.
You got advantage this time.
You do
Oh.
have advantage, yes. Because of
Okay.
fairy fire.
When
22 is a hit.
okay, so roll sneak attack, booming blade, and also the curse.
Yes, that adds the proficiency bonus to the damage.
All the things.
Where's the?
And they are not resistant to thunder, so
Did that also add the curse?
it did not.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
it says it did. If you mouse over sneak attacks.
Oh, I see. It's they put it in the
skills.
top. Okay.
Ah, okay.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it
why
did that. Get it.
Red.
Okay. So that's going to be a total of 29 damage.
Damn.
As you slice right through this mud method, I need you to make another dex save.
Oh, come on.
As you're good. As the mud explodes around it and it doesn't get any on you.
Naturally
Yay!
oily.
Naturally
Oh,
oily, is
God,
that what you said?
Nice.
That's
Mm-hmm.
that's nasty. Actually, no, that's kind of true for otters anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else, boy?
What can I do?
Well, you still have movement and you have a bonus action still.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go assist the person dealing with things. Right here.
You're gonna help Putrid Bob.
Stinky beat.
Stinky
Oh,
beat,
wait.
Putrid Bob.
He does have that aura, by the way, which you would be able to notice.
Oh, I thought that was a player. Okay, well,
Oh.
I mean,
I
he's
thought
playing
the
the
player had a
Zerg.
stink aura. Ooh.
well, I'm gonna wedge myself between the gobbles so that it's between Cambro and I.
All right. That brings it to Eldrath.
Okay. I think the main thing I'll want to do this turn is I'm gonna take aim at, yeah, the one that's to the lower left of the log guy. That one.
That guy right
and-
there.
Yeah, and cast Eldritch Blast.
With advantage.
With it.
Right. I forgot my own spell.
19 is a hit.
Oop.
13.
13 force. Okay.
And again, same target.
24
Nice.
12.
or
so
12 force.
25 total.
He's bleeding that viscous, thick Icarus mud, but still flying.
All right. I'll throw out another Bardic Inspiration, this time to Arai.
Oh, thank you.
Arai is also inspired.
Inspired. That'll be
All
it.
right.
Inspired.
My turn.
Brings it to Bastion.
Oh man, just getting that crud off me was got me distracted. I mean, all these are within my range. They're all within slashing range. Well, I am going to go there then. Take my gander at them one at a time. They all seem pretty scared, except...
In fact, several of them are frozen in place.
Yeah, makes it easy. I mean, if they're all frozen in place, I might as well just go for the one that's not frozen.
All right.
Here's this one who had advantage. You had advantage too.
Wait, but I'm not within slashing range.
Oh, fair.
All I... but consider this,
I-
slashing range.
He's fine.
All right. So that hits.
Oh.
15 slashing. That's a solid hit.
I'm gonna do that again to the same one. Prepare for the worst. Maybe some of the collateral will possibly hurt the others. I have some brain, at least once.
15 is a hit.
A little bit of damage.
Still alive, as you swing your axe on it and seem to get it out of its stupor.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm saving
That'll
it.
bring it to Arai.
Alright. He's gonna aim at this myth right to the south of Stinky Pete and cast Magic Missile.
All right. What level?
We're just gonna go level 1.
All right. So 3 bolts.
I've never used Magic Missile, so what do I click?
You do 3 bolts one after the other. You don't have to roll for anything; it just deals damage.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Not from the spell page,
My bad. From the core page.
from the core page.
Okay, so 1.
You already
No.
rolled 1, so just 1 more. All right. So a total of 8 damage as these little bolts just kind of plow right into this thing. Dink, dink, dink. As he looks back to you. Very upset.
And then he's gonna command Stinky Pete to attack that same one.
All right.
Alright, so
I believe in Stinky Pete.
Yep, and he gets 2 attacks. 1. 10 slashing.
20 is a hit for 10 slashing. Not looking good.
And 2.
23 for 7, yeah. Not dead, but close enough, as it is also leaking all that viscous fluid.
And that'll be it for Arai.
All right. Master Way.
He looks over and sees Bastion run over to the group of mephits that were once catatonic and looks disapprovingly. However, I'll just kind of advance again. Probably over here. There's plenty of movement. And he looks over at Cam, seeing that he is going hyper fast and thinks that he needs to go faster.
Shit.
So he shares his tale of the traveler with Cam. Yeah, that's within range. Cool. So Cam, go ahead and get temp HP. Let's see. Inspiration. Okay, Bardic Inspiration die plus Bard level. Let's go.
So D8 at this level, I believe, for you.
Yeah.
Go.
Plus a
Do you roll?
six-
You roll it or do I?
I'll roll it. Here you go.
Oh, you do?
How about
Okay.
that?
A 9.
Yes. And while you have these temporary hit points, you have a increase of your walking speed by 10 feet and +1 to AC.
Your Bard level, what is your Bard level?
My Bard level? Oh, is it my Bard level?
Yeah, it's not your Charisma mod, it's your Bard level.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that should be 8.
So 4 plus 8, so 12 temp HP.
12. Damn.
So enjoy that. And enjoy
will.
going hyper fast.
You also get the plus 10 to your speed and plus 1 to your AC.
Yeah.
Nice.
So go hyper fast. And it's until those temp HP points go away, so enjoy. I guess.
You must go beyond.
Yeah, exactly.
Ludicrous speed. Go.
And then,
Love that movie.
and as a final action, he'll just pull another one. Oh, beloved friends, that's nice.
That's a good
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Enjoy. That's it.
All
That's
right.
for my turn.
That will bring it to Cam.
I think Cam is glowing like a Super Saiyan right about now with the with the expeditious retreat and ways, tale of the traveler. But he also knows tactics, and he saw what happens when these things explode. So he's kind of looking at the ones that got severely hurt, these here. And instead of running up to engage, at least for this point, he's going to stay where he is. He's going to take his greatsword in one hand and aim it at the one with the green light around it. And a purple light is going to emit from it, very much like Eldritch Blast, which it is.
Nice.
All right.
So this is going to be with advantage. I'll put this one on.
23 is a hit for
7 force.
7 force. As that one is hit and explodes, I need a dex save from Stinky
Oh.
Pete.
No, Stinky Pete.
It was the other one, the one with advantage. But
Oh, okay.
because I rolled
Well-
with advantage.
All right, then that one's dead. And I still need a dex save from Stinky Pete.
5.
Unfortunately, Stinky Pete is restrained.
Oh no. Pete.
All right, that's your first Eldritch Blast. You get 2.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to get the other one near Stinky Pete here.
All right.
This is just a regular shot. 6 force.
All right. That one also explodes. Stinky Pete is already restrained, so he cannot be restrained again.
Oh,
So
more
that
mud.
is just mud all over. And it's mixing with his putrid stench, so it's just kind of like this nasty, like, peat moss, mud, and rotting flesh, and, like, it's a lot of smells.
It's Stinky Pete Moss?
Oh gosh.
Anyway, Cambro gets away from Sticky Pete now, and he will, with his new powers of the Flash, he is going to essentially zoom up to here.
Sumies.
Whee! You'd think he was a tabaxi. Yep, I think action, movement, no bonus action, so that's gonna be Cam.
All right. That brings it to the methods. As the one that's all the way over here has decided that he does not want to be here anymore, and he is going to just dip out of the fight completely.
Smart.
Nope.
The
He's just like,
smartest
I
method.
am not about that life. I am not here for it. And I deleted the wrong one. That's why. There we go. There we go. And this one, seeing that the target of its fear is now in front of it, is instead going to scream and run the opposite direction using a dash action. Both Cam and Bastion can get attacks of opportunity.
All right.
I will do so.
I feel
All
like
right,
we need
Cam
popcorn
first.
puddles.
See.
I will take out the great sword, and I have advantage. Yes.
That one does, yeah. $23 for 9 slashing. Okay. Then Bastion.
And let's just. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I was gonna throw in a little smitey smite.
Okay.
Okay.
2d8 for first level.
Yep.
Very little smitey smite.
Little baby smite.
Smite.
Little baby smite.
Smite light.
Just taste, mate.
Smite light.
Smite bright, smite.
Smite right.
All right.
Turn on
That
the
one's not
power
doing
of
so
holy
well.
light.
Bastion, you get an attack of opportunity as well.
Yep. You went for this one, correct?
It was this one that moved down this way.
Oh, you're looking for way down there. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, he just ran
moved.
past you.
Oh. Well, I wasn't paying attention. But I guess if it's that one, then I guess I'm going for him. It just turns around like, whoa, swings the axe around as that happens.
I love
have
the
advantage.
idea of just like the panic swing.
Yeah.
You do have advantage, so roll again.
Yeah. Oh, god. Oh, wait, there.
Oh,
15's a hit.
There we go.
It is not looking good, but it is still alive as it runs away, screaming in Terran.
In tears.
I-
too.
I believe that removes its abjurer because it took damage.
Great. No more abjurer for you. All right, these 3 that are up here are still stuck in both terror and fascination. This one right here is going to try to breathe some mud on you, Bastion. I need a dex save.
Ew. Gross.
No problem. As he curses in Terran and tries to move away from you. You've already taken attack of opportunity, so no luck there.
All right.
So it's going to get to there.
Cam's eyes just
Awesome.
follow it as it's going north.
This one is also scared, incapacitated. The others are dead, so that's all of them. That brings it to Poi.
Yay! Me.
Have fun.
Okay, so is this boss? Is this the boss baby? This one right here? Is this the boss? The head honcho?
No, that's
No.
that's
Stinky Pete.
that's a rise summon.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought. Fucking hell. Okay. Well,
By the way,
fine,
you
I'll-
can ping if you hold the select tool and just click down. It'll ping for you.
There you go.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. I thought that was the head honcho, but I guess
No,
I guess
yeah.
I guess I'm bad at video games. So I'm gonna go do this guy. I'm gonna go sneak attack, booming blade. Let's go. Let's you know the ritual. Wait, can I cast Hexblade's curse on him too, or is that only once? Or oh wait, since I also I regain health, I think, right?
Yes. I believe
Oh,
Hexblade's
equal to
curse
your
is
warlock level
once
plus
per long
charisma mod.
rest.
Okay,
Right.
well, whatever. Sneak attack, booming blade. You know the drill.
And with advantage.
Okay, yeah, let me turn on advantage. Does that
I think a 29 hits.
Okay. Sneak attack, booming blade. Let's get jiggy with it.
That is 28 total damage. And that is more than its HP as it explodes. I need a dex save. You're fine.
Yeah.
No problems.
I'm gonna be like, this is easier than I thought. Nice good exercise. How is everyone else hanging out? How's everyone else doing?
You know the scene in The Mask where they're firing on the mask, Jim Carrey's character, and he just does that liquidy wobble, wibble, wobble to be able to dodge everything?
The rubber legs and everything, yeah.
Yeah, the rubber legs and everything. That's Poi.
Drops down into like the little Zarin dance, just oh, hoi, hoi, hoi.
Hey, 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 hey.
All right, boy. Anything else for you?
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go, hey, punk. Fight me.
You're still in the aura area.
Okay.
Any area around the around this undead spirit
Within 5
within
feet of
5 feet?
Yep.
If you start your turn there, you can be poisoned.
Oh, okay, then I'm in those. There. I'm at there.
All right.
Hey,
In that
punk.
case, that will bring it to Eldrath.
Okie dokie. I'm just gonna eye and see the one running to the north, and we'll do a Eldritch Blast towards it.
I would ask if you have range, but I remember that that spell has a lot of range.
120
Oh,
feet,
yeah.
I think.
Ow, not with advantage. My bad.
First is a 25, so that hits. as that mud method splatters into mud against the wall of the cliffside.
Nice.
Cool. Then I'll take aim at the one to the bottom right of Bastion.
Yep. Right.
19. That is a hit. 11.
11 force damage.
All right.
I believe I must have missed it if it happens. Did Bastion or Arai use their?
No, I haven't
Neither
yet.
of them
No,
have used
not
it.
yet.
Okay, just wondering. That'll be my turn then.
All right. Brings it to Bastion.
So this one is unspooked and all that now?
Unspooked and no longer in a daze, seems to be coming around.
Well, let's change that. Great axe.
You know what else is coming around? My axe.
My axe!
8 slashing. Okay.
And again. With the inspiration, right?
No, that's a natural one. Is an automatic miss, my friend.
Damn.
Oh no.
Unfortunate.
Well, that's all I got.
All right. Arai.
Alright, Arai's gonna shoot a firebolt at the one by Poi.
1 by Poi. Got it.
11.
11 is a hit.
You do have
7-5.
advantage in case you get a crit.
No, I'm good.
Fair.
That's okay. It only had 1 HP left, so. As Poi, I'm gonna need another dex save from you.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay.
And he's gonna, for his bonus action, try to command Stinky Pete to try and get himself moving and head towards the north section where the others are.
All right, and he is unfortunately restrained until the end of this turn, so he cannot move, unfortunately. But manages to free himself just as we get to Master Wei's turn.
He wobbles.
Let me just check something real fast. Okay. Where's my square tool? Square. Oh. Okay. I might have to move that. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's doable. Okay, cool. Firstly, Bastion feels a tug. And that is Wei attempting to move him. Where's my sheet again? It's over here. I closed my sheet. What am I, a noob?
Lame.
Hold on.
What, you don't memorize your character sheet? Pleb.
No, I want to click things so that people can read them in chat.
It's telekinetic. You get
is telekinetic,
I believe it's 5 feet.
It is 5 feet. I wanted to pull him back.
All right. Are you gonna
he can-
resist?
Yeah.
No?
No? Okay.
All right.
Get pulled.
So as you
Get pulled, nerd.
No.
get pulled back a little bit.
Get pulled, nerd. And then, from there, boo-ba-doo-boo-boo, he is going to just strum yet another chord. Very discordant this time. Casting a nice 5th level shatter.
Oh,
Oh.
not fucking around, huh? All right. Con saves. I don't think they have much in the way of con saves. Nope, they do not. One of them rolled a 19.
Damn.
Unfortunately, it was the one who was already injured, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
As suddenly a wave of thunderous energy just erupts from the one Mephite, and they all in turn explode. Just for shiggles, how about Bastion? You give me one more.
one more
dex
dex
save.
save. Yeah.
This is the most disgusting fireworks display I've seen.
You just make it.
Disgusting.
All right. Well, that is the end of combat. Well done,
Hooray.
everybody.
That was weird.
Yay.
That
Wow.
was
happened.
yeah.
How much
Alright.
longer till we get to our destination? Getting kind of tired of this.
Everyone mount back up. Let's go. Unless anyone's
Uh,
severely hurt.
Yeah, I'm good.
What?
The only
what,
thing that severely hurt is my patience right about now.
what do you think I should do with him? And he points a thumb to Stinky Pete.
Do what you want with
I have an idea.
I'm scared but intrigued. What?
Target practice.
But
We don't have time for this.
he'll just snap
Let's
his
go.
finger and just let Stinky Pete just fade away.
Just dismiss him. Okay.
Yeah. Just be like, no.
I'll just
What are
smile,
you,
just fade.
As Eldrath fires, and it just like he disappears right before the beam hits him. Oh.
Oh man.
Aw.
All right. And that I think is a good spot to take our break.
Right on the
As
dot.
you will,
Good timing.
everybody, take a few minutes here.
Ah.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the chat on while I put up a little BRB on my stream.
And I
Yeah.
will be doing the
Be
same.
right back, guys.
I returned.
I returned. I'm dead inside.
Hello, Cetus. Did you enjoy the mud methods?
I still don't know what they are.
Uh, they're like some of the lowest CR elementals that you can fight. There's mud methods, ice methods, dust methods, fire methods. They're all just basically some form of elemental energy. Little annoying things.
Wow.
Although some wizards will use them as hired help.
I'm
Well,
back.
summoned help, not hired help, but still.
I have peanut butter
Interesting.
bagels.
Backle?
Bagel. Peanut butter bagel.
Bagel.
Mm.
Well, thank you for this lovely lesson. How long have we been on this trip?
To this point, this would be day 17, so you're actually getting close to the end.
All right.
Travel is usually a mix of I do roll for each day to see if you have an encounter. And I was surprised that you got basically three days back to back with no encounters, but a shit ton of rain. And I was like, well, that
I
sucks,
returned.
but
Well, rain's awesome, so. Oh god,
Also,
are we gonna have to
Cetus?
do this whole song and dance when we return? Or will
Nope.
we return?
maybe not. Probably depending. Cam does have the ability to teleport back to Waterdeep using the little cube that they got from the Harpers, so you don't technically have to do the trip back.
So,
Also, Cetus,
yeah.
do you remember I used smoke methods during that dragon fight?
Did you now?
Yeah, all the way back when we were dealing with the dragon. We were using, or sorry, I was using the smoke methods.
I thought they were just zombies.
Nope. They were hired out.
Arai can summon a lot of things.
Yee.
Like a dragon that ruins everyone's line of sight.
But is appreciably thick.
Like big
Lord.
butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
I'm just gonna stay silent.
There's
for
just a
this.
little talking donkey comes out around right next to a rise dragon.
Oh my lord, no.
Oh, you a lady dragon? I mean, of course you're a lady dragon.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
stop
God.
talking before someone decides to make fan art of that.
The thing though is that I do like that spell, the Draconic Spirit, because it is like a small juvenile dragon, but that's not something to sneeze at. Like those are actually like still kind of deadly.
Mm-hmm.
So, like it's a decent summon. It was just maybe the positioning was a little bit off. That's all.
Again, they should have added the fine print before the spell.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Everything is
that's like
alright.
I tell that to my friend who moved over to D&D from another system that had a soft magic system, and D&D has a hard magic system. Because they have very specific spells that have very specific wording and rules to how they are used. Whereas a soft magic system, you might have a little bit more leeway in how you get around doing certain things. You can make more nebulous spells that can just do whatever. But now it's like constantly having to tell him to read the spell. That's not how it works. And it's like, and the thing is that I know he is such a rules lawyer that he would find all of the loopholes on the spells if he just sat down and read his spells.
Which is what I need to do more.
It's like a It's like a double whammy, like pain situation.
You know, I'm glad I'm not the DM in that group because I don't like handling his shenanigans. I love that I get to play I get to play a kind of a passive big sister character for this group of misfits, so they don't mess with me. Like, I'm the healer, so they automatically protect me. And I totally play her off as a little bit naive, so she does kind of walk into situations and they're just like, "No, get back." Very
Oh,
wise,
it's just
but
a
not
treasure
very
chest. Mimic.
smart. Oh god, no. We did go to the Feywild, and that was
Terrible.
difficult.
Nothing about the Fae can be good.
The Feywild especially is very like it doesn't make a lot of sense. And it
I mean, that's very in
being
character.
yeah, it's a place that has a lot of weird things that are around, and we were in a very specific area of the Feywild called Prismere, which had there was a hill that walked like it moved.
Yeah.
So we were trying to find
good.
this hill, and we would see it in the distance, and we'd be walking towards it, and then we'd settle down for camp, and then the next morning it'd be further away. And we're like,
Did it
how the
move
hell
like
are we supposed to
unnatural?
catch it?
Did it
Sounds
move
reasonable.
unnaturally fast?
It moves constantly all the way through the night. So
Because if
it
it
was
was,
able
it
to
was moving, if it was moving unnaturally fast, I'd call it Benny Hill.
Oh
a
my lord.
Shut up!
No,
Get out of my brain.
no, I like it. It's roomy.
Wow.
Wow.
I all I know is that my cleric did not have a good time in the Feywild, especially because she's a grave cleric, so she is vehemently against the undead and anything that is undead. And we walk up to this like bridge that leads into like this strange like castle or something, and it's like on both sides of the bridge are just a bunch of severed heads that are just arguing with each other. It just
That sounds alright so far.
just like, what the hell is this? And then they're all arguing about how they used to be the king, and that it's tradition for the king to cut down the heads of the one that they usurp and put it on the bridge. And apparently these were all of the previous kings from just the last like couple of years. And there was like 40 of them.
I mean, yeah. Sounds reasonable.
Just like one every few months, apparently.
Yeah. Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, damn it.
Apparently, I'm going to be chased around with a stick for that Benny Hill joke.
Let's
It's a fair cop.
see. After the few days of travel, that would put you all about here.
Sorry, I'm eating a turnip right now. Or radish, I think it is actually.
Radish.
Radish. Yummy. Oh, there we are.
You look radishing, Moneypenny.
Days I'll go sneeze or something.
Wow. Go sneeze or something. Okay. My brains are already falling out. And you want me to finish the job? I got you. All right. Let's do this. At 20, let's go.
Everybody good to get back into it, or do we need a minute or two?
I'm good.
I'm here. Yep.
Ready?
I'm in.
I'm fine.
Shoot it.
Alright.
All right. So after your experience with the mud methods down at the bog, dispatching them without much issue, you continue on as Cam insists on traveling as quickly as possible and camping for only the minimalist amounts. At as you dawn on the 18th day of your travel, approaching across the moor, you climb a lazy, sloping hill and crest the top to see a small river running along to the west, heading back towards the Sea of Swords. And crossing the river is a gigantic stone bridge made from giant slabs and blocks of black granite. And carved into one side are two humanoid figures that are facing each other. I don't think religion is very big in this group, but you're welcome to try for a religion check.
Hmm.
Do we have to be trained in it?
No.
Okay.
I feel like religion is,
I don't care.
broad enough.
Oh, it's good
Hell
somebody
no.
rolled that one.
Well, Orion is pretty religion.
I don't know why my advantage was on, but 19.
19. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, he has no religion to respect it.
And Poi, how about do you want to roll for it or not?
I mean, religion's one of the few things I'm actually bad at, so I'd rather keep my streak.
All right.
Fair.
So both Arai and Cam, you would be able to recognize these two figures as Baal and Cyric, the gods of murder and deceit, respectively. Specifically, Cyric's a god who ascended during an era. No, this is all Arai, by the way. Arai and Cam both are well versed on this one. Cyric was a god who ascended during an era known as the Time of Troubles. They're usually worshipped by like con artists, connivers, and sadists. They embody the idea of like tricking or deceiving someone for your own gain or pleasure. So Baal and Cyric had a gigantic beef and fought each other here at this location. And specifically, the Time of Troubles was a time when the gods were given human forms. And as such, that means that Baal and Cyric fought here as humans.
Oh, this is just wonderfully historic. As he's just looking at the two figures.
Baal and Cyric, Time of Troubles. I remember it from my books.
Same. It's just the fact that this is where they fight.
Cam's just riding off towards the bridge. That seems to be the only bridge to cross the river, assuming we have to get across it.
Mm-hmm. As you all approach and begin to cross this large bridge, on the other side is a landing where several ruins of an old city or town stand proud in their losing battle against time and entropy. Several tents are erected around the area, and people pass through on foot, horseback, with carriages and wagons, as they just kind of make their way through this makeshift tent town. Several humanoids, animal folk, and dragonkin are sitting around campfires, makeshift shelters, just kind of settling in for the day, preparing for a cool evening. They appear to be from all walks of life, from adventurers to tradesmen, to mercenaries, to just people who are traveling.
Huh.
And we see them from a fair distance, right?
Yep. Do you want to keep approaching?
Well,
This
it
isn't.
will get us to our
this isn't-
destination, I don't see.
Is this Borskir Bridge?
This is Borskir Bridge.
We've arrived. Let's find
Now,
the tent site inn. I will. Cam and thus Bastion, because he's riding with, will approach on Crags.
Before any of that happens, Wei notices the situation. There's a bunch of people here, and seeing the sort of determination in Cam's eyes to approach. he will opt to cast enhance ability upon Cam and himself for charisma.
For
So equals
charisma.
stronger.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Well, as you approach the tent town, some people do look up to see your group, seemingly sizing you up, but they do nothing to impede you or signal that they mean any ill will. Seems to be mostly out of passing curiosity. Looking through the tents, however, you start seeing that there are several people who are wearing heavy armor and carrying weapons, and many of them have an emblem of a white gauntlet, either on their armor or their capes, or on banners next to their tents. I'm going to say that Arai and Cam both would know that these are paladins of Torm. Torm, a god of justice, loyalty, and duty. Seeing them, you kind of guess that they're the peacekeepers of the area, probably what passes for authority or guards in the area, even though there's not really any government figure here or anything like that, but they seem to be the ones who are kind of in charge.
Can Cam see the inn that we're supposed to go into at the tavern?
Give me a perception check.
A lot of peacekeepers around here. As he mentions Eldrath while Cam's
13.
Looking through all of the tents, you see one that rises above the rest, much larger, and seems to have a little bit of like a patchwork and repair job on it. Seems like it's been there a while.
Cam will make his way towards it. Is there any signage?
No signage. Are you sending a message to?
Just to Cam, remember, you must find the wizard's tower, or the wizard's grave. That is where the spirit said that we would find Varro.
There's no reply.
That's fine.
I don't believe with
But
that. With that, you can reply, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, there's no acknowledgement that he's received it then.
Okay. So, as you are approaching the large tent, you don't see a sign per se, but you do see a large number of people that are gathering. Some are sitting on like cut logs out front. Some are inside the tent as well, sitting at proper tables and chairs. Lots of drinks going around. Several halflings are running in between everybody and underneath tables and through people's legs sometimes, carrying drinks and various plates of what look like food, perhaps. Seems like you found the inn.
Cam is going to wave everybody into the area, and as he is doing that, he is going to follow the instructions given to him by Leosin and take his Harper's badge and display it near his cuff on his shirt, on his collar.
But as you all enter this establishment, there's a hustle and bustle going around. Seems to be a lot of people in here. What are you going to do?
Is there a table big enough for all of us?
You
Or
see
two
one table
tables
that
nearby?
you see a table that has enough room for all of you, minus the mounts, of course.
Yeah, presuming we're dismounting. Unless Craigs really wants a drink.
It would definitely make an impression.
I really love you, man. Okay. Dismounting from Craigs, he will go ahead and do all of what he had mentioned, and he is going to sit down at the table, and his eyes are just like, he's like constantly scanning the room to see who might be looking at him in a form of Harper's recognition.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Rai's just gonna be fascinated by all the people while Ben's scanning.
Eagle eyes
Cam,
for
as
a
you
bear.
look through the crowd, kind of checking everybody out, you don't see a single Harper's pin anywhere. Nobody seems to be sending out a signal either. And whether people have noticed you with the pin, it looks like a few people have made the connection. They have seen it and understand what it is, but they're not making any moves.
Leosin said that they would be contacted by somebody. So
Yes.
okay. So he's going to quietly murmur to everybody at the table, like if they're around him. I don't see anybody that seems of Harper's. We're going to stay here for a while, see if somebody comes up. If nothing else, we can ask the proprietor if they know any information about our quarry.
As
But right
you're
now, we do it the way that Leosin had mentioned.
as you're chatting with everybody, a halfling comes up to you and just kind of taps you on the elbow. It's like a little young female halfling with auburn hair and bright blue eyes as she smiles at you. What can I get y'all? What do you need? I got ale, I got dwarven whiskey, and we also have some elven brandy if that's what you're looking for.
I'll take a dwarven whiskey, please.
One dwarven and whiskey. All right. Anybody else?
I've never drank before, but why not? I guess I'll try an ale?
All right, one ale. Don't worry. Well, it's a good light ale. You'll be fine.
Hopefully.
Just
Why
don't
look-
give the paladins any reason to throw you into the tank, okay?
The tank?
Yeah, that's where they throw the drunks.
Good to know.
Well, looks at Eldrath and he notices the drink that he's going to be getting and he goes, and have what he's having.
All right, 2 dwarven whiskeys, 1 for each dragon guy. Got it. Okay. Anybody else?
Make it
Do
a
you have
second
anything
ale.
non-alcoholic?
Oh.
Sorry.
Ale for the big guy. Okay, but non-alcoholic?
Yes, non-alcoholic.
I think I. She kind of looks around and yells out, "Hey, mom! Mom!" As another halfling woman turns around and shouts back, "What?" It's like, "Do we have anything without alcohol? Get them some tea, you idiot." Right, tea.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah.
Tea is fine.
I'll just have a glass of water.
Water? That. Oh, wait, that's like tea without the tea. Got it. Okay. Hot?
Oh.
Do you want it
I
hot?
thought I was perceptive.
Oh my god.
Do you like hot water or cold? I don't know what otter people
Listen,
drink.
excuse me. I'll take the cold water, thank you.
Okay, cool, man. Excellent. All right, I'll be right back.
And given the way this bloke's acting, I'm not sure I want to drink anything in the water here.
Oh, leave her be. She's just doing her best.
Yeah, well, when your best is... Yeah, okay, fine.
Eldrath.
Yeah.
Can you give me a perception check?
Okay, let me make sure I'm not on advantage. Okay, I'm good. 9.
All right. As your eyes look through the crowd, and you spot a real mix of people, and there's quite a few. Looks like a couple of dragonborn in here. There's a couple of humans, elves. Plenty of them are also wearing armor. Seem to be of, if not the paladins of the Torm, but other paladins from other areas as well. Seems like to be a popular place for people to stop in. Probably a couple of stories here around here. Who knows? As you're all sitting and waiting for your drinks, A bit of a tussle starts out in across the path of the tent as a human and a half-orc get into each other's faces and start shouting at each other. As a rather tall human in heavy armor, heavy plate, stands up, walks over to the two of them and grabs them both by the back of the neck by their clothes and starts dragging them out. Like, all right, to the tank with you. As he drags them out of the tent and away.
The tank.
Well, good to know their security is uptight.
As a bunch of glasses suddenly get plunked down in front of you. So the ale, nice and nice light, very hoppy smell to it. So it's got that astringent quality to it, but still a little bit on the sweet side. So it goes down nice and smooth. The tea is muddy to say the least.
Oh.
She forgot to strain the tea.
Oh.
So there is that. Poi, the water is definitely cold. It appears to be mostly clean.
Uh-huh.
And then the dwarven whiskey is fantastic. It has a nice heady aroma to it. It's got a lot of sweet like barley notes to it. It's very nice.
Eldrath
Alright.
is happy.
Did you need anything else while I was here? I gotta get back to the rounds here. So if you need anything, just wave me down. But
This is fine, thank you.
thank you.
If possible, can you also get me one of those? He points at Eldrath's cup as well.
Yeah, I'll get that to you. No problem.
Thank you.
As she runs off.
And everybody's just enjoying his first time drinking ale.
You like it?
Wait.
It's surprisingly good.
Wait, look
Not
at
an unusual
this
thing to expect, but alright.
Bony,
Good.
stick-like tiger, and wonders what effects dwarven whiskey might have upon him.
Oh,
It's just
no.
one drink. What could go wrong?
Exactly. What could go wrong?
It's only a whiskey that was specifically designed for a race of people that are slightly immune to poison. What could go wrong?
Oh, I have potions of healing just in case.
As you're all sitting and drinking and just kind of ribbing a rye a little bit, walking up to your table is a tall red dragonborn in what looks like half-plate armor. As he approaches your table and leans in a bit to you, Cam. I believe that you and I have something to talk about.
There's a moment, I think, at the table where everybody sees Cam seeing a tall, red dragonborn in plate. And there's an immediate scowl on his face. But then there's a moment of recognition, like, no, it's not. And the scowl goes away.
And speaking of recognition, Eldrath, in your disguise as Ratu Mars, you recognize a very old friend of yours.
Eldrath is trying not to stare, but he's also trying to keep incognito right now, so he's... Can I do a performance roll?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make it seem like Eldrath has no idea who this is. So that could be a
That would
deception roll, but yeah.
that would fall under deception.
Okay, I'll do a deception for the group.
Uh,
23.
something.
23. All right. As he flicks his eyes from one side to the other and then kind of lowers his voice. I am not with the Harpers, but I have spoken with Leeson, and he sent message to me about the situation. If you would prefer, we could go to a quieter place to talk.
Agreed. And with that, he's going to take his Harper's pin and tuck it back under his clothing. He is going to take out a gold piece and leave it on the table, and he's just going to tell everybody, "Pay your tabs. We're leaving."
Good. No objection.
Yeah,
Okay.
Interesting.
And again, Oriah is like in mid-drink or something with a sandwich. It's like, again?
Arai can't enjoy his alcohol.
Sandwich.
I can't enjoy anything right now.
There's that meme picture of like them holding a sandwich and just like looking around, and like I'm seeing Arai with this like this ale, just giving that scowl. It's like Arai can't enjoy their alcohol.
Arai become the sad boy. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know either. What the hell?
Let's get that energy.
All right. As the young halfling comes by again, says, "Oh, we getting out of here? You leaving? All right. Let's see. That'll be 1 gold, 4 copper from you, Mr. Tiger Man. 4 copper from you, Mr. Wolverine Guy. Dragon Guys each 1 gold. Nothing for the tea and the water though. You guys are good on that. You can." As she looks down at the gold that Cam has just put down.
He just shoves it her way,
She lights up.
and he just puts a finger to his muzzle, like shh.
Eldrath will
Roy
pay
also puts it down. Go ahead.
with. Sorry, he's gonna pay with a gold piece and 3 silver for her.
Alright, we'll
We will
do
also pay.
1 gold and 1 silver and just tell her to keep the change.
And
We do the same. 1 gold, 1 silver.
I will just give a silver for mine. And
All right. As she takes the payments and wishes you all well, and the Dragonborn ushers you out of the tent, out into the open space outside, where it is a little bit quieter. Apologies, I don't like to raise my voice in these matters, and I didn't want anybody to overhear.
all right.
As he begins to lead you to a tent that does have a banner out front of it with the same symbol of Torm. As he opens the flap and motions for you all to enter.
Cam will enter.
Okay.
Alright, we'll
But
follow
anybody object? Let's put it that way.
along. Nope.
Okay.
We will enter, but stay closer to the entrance.
Mhm.
As everybody filters in, and the Dragonborn sits down on a little wooded stool, and kind of leans in a little bit. Apologies. My name is Lynx Castanor Arajan. I am a cleric of Torm, but I have dealt with the Harpers before, and I have decided to help out in these matters. I understand the nature of the Cult of the Dragon is a dangerous one, especially with their supposed mission.
Question, Dana.
Mm-hmm.
Has Cam heard about Arjan at all?
I'm gonna say that this is not gonna be history. This is just gonna be straight intelligence for you, just to remember.
Remember.
Hawkadok. Straight intelligence says yeah. 11?
The name sounds familiar, but something about a some kind of an arrest, some kind of a character that was brought in that was arrested, and had something to do with the interlopers, possibly.
Okay. Cam will nod. What information do you have to give us?
Not very much, unfortunately. The dwarf that you were looking for, this Verum, it seems that they did come here recently, and it was an interesting encounter. I would say that. I was not privy to it, unfortunately. I was out further on patrol. But it seems that there was some kind of a altercation that took place at Bolo's, and after that they left. They went into the Serpent Hills as to where they were going. Unfortunately, I don't have that information, but it is possible that somebody at Bolo's might.
How long ago did they leave and how many were there?
This would have been about 5 days ago. And as far as how many, let's see, I just heard that there was the dwarf, and I didn't get an exact number, but I was described as a handful. I would assume less than 10.
Somebody
Does
at
this
Bolo's would know more.
Well, at least they would be more likely to have seen what happened.
All right. Cam looks around to the others. Any questions to offer before we go?
Out of character, does this information of less than 10 seem to line up with the camp that we were, or the people that we were following earlier?
No.
No.
No questions from Arai.
Was there a larger group? One that seems quite destructive to this area. They must have moved. It's fine.
I recall that there was a report amongst the other paladins and clerics that there was some kind of a altercation that occurred on the outskirts of Borskir Bridge. But it seems that the group that was responsible for that has left. We didn't get a description of who was involved, unfortunately.
Information to consider.
Well,
Lastly,
there's
one last thing. Have you knowledge of a wizard's tomb with a pool?
kind of tilts his head back and squints his eyes for a second. I do not have that information, but I think I might know who could. Could you wait a few minutes, perhaps? I can go get them.
If you don't
I
mind,
will be
Orjan,
here.
I'll go ahead and talk with the proprietor of Bolo's while you're getting your friend. I'll see if I can get that information and be right back.
give me just a few moments. I will have to go track them down real quick. As he gets up and what's the DC to see through your disguise, Eldrath?
Let me look that up. I'm not entirely sure. It depends on this. Well,
I think it's your spell saves DC, and it's an investigation check.
it'll be a 17 then. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta dust off Arjan's sheet here.
Blast from the past.
Arjan.
Nope. All right. As he walks past Ratu and just kind of gives him a quick look, and I would advise you to be careful around here. They are not always fond of half-dragons. They're barely fond of me. As he leaves the tent.
Cam gets to his feet and he tells everybody, "I'll be right back." And he leaves the tent and goes back to the inn.
All right. We'll go ahead and have Cam. Anybody joining Cam, or just going to let Cam go on their own?
Rye would join just to be safe.
I'm gonna laze around and not do it.
Fair enough.
Same.
And Way's going to wait for Arjan, I take it.
Yep. By the
And
way-
Bastion?
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh,
Well, if
Oh.
Arai's going with you, then have fun, I guess. Just rest.
okay. And a quick question: the sort of expression that Arjan was making, was it one that was clearly of just thinking, or was there sort of a suspicion or anything behind it?
I would say go ahead and roll insight on him, just to get a
Okay.
vibe for the guy. No, he seems genuine. He was thinking about somebody who might know the answer to that question, and seems to know somebody who very well may.
Way seems a bit more relaxed then.
As Cam and Arai approach Bolo's tent again, and seeing all of the various people who are scattered about and all the halflings running around.
The mother that the young halfling was yelling at, she behind like the bar or something?
She's running back and forth from the bar to a couple of tables, but she does seem to be sticking around the bar. Yep, you could see her.
Cam's going to approach her. "Are you the proprietor?"
Yeah, Bolo, right here. What can I get you?
"I'm looking for a dwarf in purple robes. We understand that he's been here about 5 days ago."
Oh, that's dwarf in purple robes. Oh, oh yeah, I saw him. Yeah, he was asking about escorts into the hills. Uh, and you know what happened as she kind of leans in over the bar to kind of get in close to you. And she's like, so
Mm-hmm.
this hooded fellow starts asking him all of his business, like getting on in his face and everything. And this dwarf just looked him straight in the eye, pulled out a dagger, and stabbed him dead. And here's the thing, he was one of them scaled folk from the Serpent Hills. He was one of the snake guys who comes down to spy on us occasionally. That dwarf is a hero, if you ask me. Make no mistake of it. But yeah, after that, he just left. He ran away. So I can understand why. Definitely doesn't want to be in the wrong side of the paladins here.
I see. Tell me, do you have any information about a wizard's tomb in the area? Or a pool?
Wizard's Tomb? No, doesn't sound familiar to me. No. I mean, I mostly just take care of the inn here and making sure that everybody gets their drinks filled. Which, by the way, seeing a couple empty glasses over there. Is there anything else I can get you? I got to get back to work here.
No. And he leaves.
Uh,
All right, bye.
wait, quick question, ma'am.
Hmm?
That snake folk you were talking about.
Yeah,
When it comes to the bodies of anyone that get, well, let's just say, unalive anymore, do you guys, like, toss it somewhere or leave it?
oh, the paladins take care of that. They bury all of the bodies. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. She goes back to getting drinks for everybody. As back in the tent, as you four are sitting around waiting, a few minutes go by for everybody as suddenly the tent flap opens and Arjan steps through, followed by a younger dragonborn who appears to be female. Uh, this is my daughter, Aradella. She has been doing some studying of the ruins here, and believe that she may have some information that you might find useful. As he turns to her and motions to speak, as she, uh, hi. I don't really know what's going on. Dad said it was something very important.
Wei stands and he remains cordial as he makes the motions to bow and basically, do the things that nobles do. Greetings. My name is Master Wei, and our party, desires information about these ruins. I have spoken with the spirits of this land, and they have told me, especially one in particular. The name rings a bell. Tom, was it?
As her eyebrows just go up, and so do Arjan's.
We seek quarry, and I have inquired. They said that our quarry would be at the tomb of a wizard, or at least that we must peer into that pool.
As she narrows her eyes and thinks, a wizard, huh? Well, maybe I have something. As she reaches to her side satchel and pulls out a book and starts flipping through it. I would say at this point, Arai and Cam would be making their way back and getting to the tent and finding yet another dragonborn inside, but a younger woman this time.
Oh, hi.
Ah, oh, hi. I like your stripes.
Thank you.
As Arjan narrows his eyes at you.
Please, do not be afraid. These are more of my companions.
Oh, um, oh, you have a lot of books too. As she opens up her satchel and shows you the inside of her bag. It's just filled with books.
His eyes are just wide and just shining. Ooh. What do you do?
Well, I'm currently learning more about this area. I'd hope to find some more information because, well, your friend was saying that he was looking for a wizard's tomb or something, and I think I actually might know where that might be. As she flips through the book and then moves it around to show it to you. It's like, see, right here, I was writing down a couple of translations of these. I think they were in Celestial, but we were able to break it down with the help of one of the other paladins here. And they talk about the name Didarius. And apparently, Didarius was a very well-respected wizard here. And it seems that he is buried nearby.
That's very interesting.
How many days movement away?
I haven't been to it myself, so I don't really know. From what I've gathered and from some of the surveys that the paladins have done, that my dad has, don't tell anybody that I'm not supposed to see those, but as Arjan just kind of looks to the side, I did not hear anything. Right. So there's this area that has like a canyon that's between these two bluffs, and there's apparently like an old village there, like an old town, but it's all in shambles now. It's all gone, but that's apparently where Didarius lived. And I have to imagine if he was a really powerful wizard like they say he was, then chances are he might have had a building of his own there. I'd imagine it would be like really like grand, but nobody really has any description of the buildings. I don't know how. Dad, can you read this map and say? The two just kind of look at the papers and start chatting with each other softly and draconic. Right. Okay. So yeah, it looks like it's about probably about 60 miles, maybe 70. You might be able to get that in. If you're going on foot, that'll probably be about maybe a few days, maybe 4 or 5 days at most.
We
I
can
mean-
go faster on horseback.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Cam. Sorry.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna
but-
say you might want to be careful because there's a lot of things out there. Like the paladins run into a couple of nasty things out there all the time.
We deal with nasty things all the time as well.
Thank you for your concern, young lady. We hold our own. I was to ask my companion, however, did you find any other recourse towards our quarry?
Cam shakes his head. Not much. The proprietor said that Verum came in, a hooded figure approached him, and he took out a dagger and stabbed him. Found out that the hooded figure was a snake man that apparently came from. Do you say he came from the hills? I think so.
From the hills, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, from the hills. Which, and he takes a look at the map. Are the hills represented there?
It does seem to be going through that way, yes.
Which, if this map is to be taken into account, it would probably be around that particular area.
Yuan Ti. They are prevalent in this area. We're trying to figure where their nest is, but we haven't been able to track them down.
Then the visions and our information finally converge.
Do you think the Yuan Ti would be at the tomb?
It's possible.
Pray tell, what have you done with the body?
Of
The
the Yuan Ti.
Yes.
Buried it. That's kind of what we do.
Can I make a very weird request, Mr. Arjan?
As he quirks an eyebrow. That depends on the request.
Can you give us permission to dig up and inspect the body ourselves?
He is going to insight you.
He is not going to deceive.
You want to examine the body of the dead Yuan Ti man. Why?
Yes, sir.
Can Wei speak up
Mhm.
in the middle of this? Excuse us, we have not said exactly what we do. We have been tasked as a special investigative force, and our methods are interesting, but they have results. We can glean much from a body.
I am not inclined to do such a thing, as I don't know any of you, and I do not understand what that body can tell you unless you were to do something unsavory to it.
Can Eldrath, Ezratu, at that moment stand and hand or offer a piece of paper to Arjan?
What's this?
On the paper, it'll read, "I still love the slap you gave Anders," and I'll just put E at the bottom of it.
Yes, it comes full circle.
As he looks down at the paper, reads it, looks up at you, looks back down at the paper and reads it again. As a big, wide smile goes across his face. As he tries very hard to hold in laughter. Very well. They are currently buried behind the latrines. We have left the Yuan Ti in an unmarked grave just with Yuan Ti man. We don't know their name.
Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you for your cooperation and your information. By the by, information in my country is not free. Would you like payment, young lady?
As she looks over to Arjan and he gives her a nod. 2 gold?
Wei reaches out he first fishes through his bag of holding and then reaches in, pulls out some gold, and sort of guides it into her palm. And it is 4 gold. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, I'm happy to try to find you answers. Hey, Dad, I'm gonna go over to the tent and get a tea. Okay? Yes, please. I will meet up with you later. As the young Dragonborn girl Aradella just runs out. She is very enthusiastic. Thank you for encouraging her.
I can
She's very
see the
sweet.
spark of passion in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It is something that we must cherish and cultivate.
It is a spark that I almost missed, and I'm glad that I have seen it and am able to help it burn bright. But
Now we have
I,
much to do.
yes, indeed. I will attempt to keep some of the paladins away from that area best I can. As he looks to Arai and just kind of gives him a stern look. Please do not desecrate the body.
It will not be. It's not my intention, sir. Trust me.
I don't, but I do trust at least one of you. As he nods to Ratu and walks out of the tent, you're welcome to use this space as you see fit.
Thank you, Arjun.
Right,
Let me
just
transfer
breathes
Eldrath.
once Arjan lives.
Uh-huh.
Ugh, he's terrifying.
Wait,
Come on,
just
let's
turns
take
to
care of this.
Eldrath and he says, "Old friend."
You may have to repeat.
Oh,
Sorry, I
he
didn't
says he says, "Old friend." As a question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, yes. Yes, he is.
How do you know
It was part of my past as one of the interlopers.
him? Okay, one of these nights you're gonna have to tell us these interlopers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perhaps one
we'll
day.
talk about these later. Let's get this taken care of now.
Yeah.
Yes, we must move.
Said behind the latrine, I believe.
Just follow your nose.
Lol.
Who has the strongest nose here? That will help.
I think with a latrine in a tent town, anybody's nose would do.
He just wants someone to suffer. That's not him.
Do I see it with passive perception?
Passive perception.
Oh, that's funny.
Perception.
I would say you'd be able to find them easily. I don't think there would be an issue.
Yeah.
Anybody would happily direct you to the latrines.
Deception roll. I gotta go. Where are they?
And then said find the unmarked one, I believe.
For that, it's a perception check just to spot the graves, and they're not like next to the latrines, but they're near them.
Yeah. Let's see. Perception. 18.
Yeah, you recognize the telltale signs of a grave with markers, simple markers made of wood.
Okay. And they just find the
Does
one
it
that
say
says
Yuan
Snake
Man?
Yep, you
Yeah.
do find several of them do have names on them, but several of them do have no names, and you do find Yuan Man.
All right. Here we go.
Who needs shovels?
I'm a magic man.
I know.
Not afraid to use it.
So assuming the stabbing was in the chest area?
As you move the dirt, scraping it off and away, it takes a few minutes for you to get the all the dust cleared, dirt cleared, but you do find a body that has been wrapped in a shroud.
You carefully unwrap it.
As
Mainly
you
the
see
head
this
area.
snakish looking man. He has very like scaly skin, very close, tight knit scales, just like a snake. He does have kind of a flatter face to him, and very more pronounced facial features that seem to show some fangs that come out through his lips that have curled back away from his mouth as he's desiccated a little bit. but he seems to be intact.
Wow, this is my first time seeing one of these. He just takes a moment to just examine the scales and everything.
Are you
Sorry.
doing what I think you're going to be doing?
Oh, maybe. I don't know what you're thinking I'm gonna do, but anyway. Remember, 5 questions. That's all we get. And he'll cast Speak with Dead.
I'll stand watch.
As the corpse suddenly moves and lurches forward, as this pseudo life has been given to it, as green magic envelops it, as it looks up to you, and recognition is made that somebody is addressing it.
Alright. So
We
you
should
spoke
ask
to-
it.
Hmm?
We should ask it where its nest is.
Where's the location of your nest?
Within the temple of Daedarius.
Okay. Before your death, you spoke to a dwarf, Varium. What were you talking about with him before he stabbed you?
Wanted to know his business in the area.
Okay, that tells us not really much of a connection, just someone who was in their nose in the wrong area. Okay.
Wouldn't necessarily explain why he immediately killed him, though. Unless he didn't want this thing to report back that he was here.
It's possible.
Ask it how exactly we get to the tomb.
Out of character question. When it comes to a Speak with the Dead, does it have to be coming from the caster, or can it just be from anyone asking the question?
It doesn't actually specify.
Because I'm partially going off from the movie logic, where if it just heard any question, it just answered.
Yeah, that was mostly for a laugh, and we did kind of do that too. But you did it on like a nobody, so it was just kind of a joke, really. I'm gonna say that it has to come from you, just so we don't actually waste your spell.
Okay, so sorry, Jason. What was the question again?
Cam would just note to Arai. Maybe he might have specific directions on how to get from here to back to the tomb of Daedarius.
Okay. Tell me, how would one get to the tomb of Darius from here?
Daedarius.
Thank you.
Travel northeast and go through the valley to the small decrepit village.
All right, that's 3. Any others you guys may have any questions on or want to know?
I would ask if he knows about this pool that Wei was talking about.
The wizard pool, was it?
I think so.
Do you know anything about a wizard's pool?
The divination pool of Didarius.
Alright. Last question, and sorry guys, I always end with this one. Any final regrets that you have that you wish to be fulfilled for you to sleep in peace?
I wish I had bit that dwarf's neck.
We will do that for you.
As he goes back to being a corpse and stiff and lays back into the dirt.
Okay.
Cam gives a raised eyebrow to Arai on that last one.
Hey, it's what I've been doing for quite some time. It's a way for me to give back to the others, okay? I'd much rather, no matter if they're evil or good, I'd much rather they sleep in peace, okay?
Wei, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're actively looking.
Yep. Perception right here.
Nice.
All right. You spot in the distance a human paladin who seems to have noticed your group back by the latrines and doesn't seem to have figured out exactly what you're doing, and he starts to move towards you, but then Arjan actually intercedes him and seems to be talking with him and pointing in another direction as they both rush off in a hurry to take care of something over there.
Arjan has kept his end of the bargain.
We can trust Arjan.
I hope so.
Anyway,
The only
get out
trees
the-
around. Oh,
Yeah, you'll get out of the grave first.
okay.
As you're getting out of the grave, Eldrath looks to you. It's like, the only reason why he's so stern with you is how you were talking to his daughter.
Wait, but I wasn't gonna, like, try anything.
When one is a father and you make their daughter smile, it's... Get the idea a little bit. It's, be
All she did-
careful around.
All she did was compliment my stripes.
Indeed, she did.
I'm so confused.
I seem to not have helped. Where should we go to next?
Ray skirts around this conversation and just.
Throws the dirt back on there and passes it down.
Next,
That's what we see
next,
here.
next.
What time of day is it, Dana?
You're getting into evening at this point.
Do we have one more drink before bed?
We could stay the night here and get an early start the next morning. Or we can go out and camp. I'm of the latter mind, but I understand people may want their, and he like gazes at Rai, drinks.
I'm with Arai on this.
Yeah, I don't
I
see the
have
problem.
no preference.
Fine.
Cam, come on. I've never done anything like this when I'm around Rindeval out of respect and learning.
And I don't want you losing your faculties while we're on this mission. You want to sit down and drink yourself silly? Fine, you do it once we're done. And that goes for all of you. And he storms away.
What's with him?
Eldrath shrugs.
That is an interesting change in his personality. However, this is also, he is not incorrect.
Yeah, I was gonna get like one drink anyway. Whatever.
Well, I'll join you, Bastion, if you're gonna head back there as well.
Yeah, sure.
So
Starts
as
going.
you move back to Bolos, anybody else tagging along?
Well, he's gonna look for
Yep.
Cam actually.
All right. Okay. And Eldrath?
Yeah, Eldrath's going.
How about Poi?
Well, I haven't been doing much this entire episode, so I want to get in on the action. So of course.
All right.
I do wonder though, are there any like ravens or like some way I can send messages from afar in this area and like the towns nearby?
Well, there's no town here. This is all pretty much just a bunch of tents that are set up. There might be maybe somebody has like a hawk or something like that.
Can I search for?
But
I want to search for a falconer or someone with a similar.
I'll say that would fall under investigation. If you want to do that.
All right.
Wow.
As you don't really spy a falconer anywhere, but you do spy a couple of people hanging out with Aarakocra, but you're not quite sure if that's kind of the vibe that they're sending.
Damn it. Well, I'll ask later. Shit. Well, actually, wait. No, I can't. Okay, whatever. I just have things I need to send.
Well, if you wanted to send a letter, there would be a couple of ways to send letter
The
through
thing is,
post.
it can't be any normal person. Someone. Okay, well, I'll be on the lookout for ways to do that.
All right. As the rest of you go head back to Bolos, Arai, Bastion, and Eldrath. And as you walk in, you spot Aradella sitting at one of the tables, sipping a tea. As she sees you walk in, and she waves at you.
He waves back and approaches.
And she motions you all over.
Okay.
Come on, have a seat.
Thank you.
Your books.
Yeah, he'll set them aside on the table so she can look at them if she wants.
Are you showing her all of your books?
Not all of them.
What?
I figured I'd ask.
Oh, no.
There's
No,
no-
I'm not on
No.
that level right now. I'm not
No.
there. I'm
No.
I'm thinking about the fact that Arai is a necromancer.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no.
No, the necromancy ones he'll still keep to himself for now.
I withdraw my bad music.
But he will let her see like his old notes and progress through different types of spells and places he's been with Rendenville.
Make a roll for her to hear, see if she can figure this out. As she's looking at all of these like writings and notes that you jotted down in the margins, and she just looks back up to you, and like her eyes are almost crossed, and she's like, wow, okay. So wizard, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Right, sorcerer, sorry. I should have specified.
No, you're fine.
Like,
I understand we are similar, but in our professionality is different, I'm sure.
Well, that's the thing, is that, just kind of comes naturally to me. I just need to learn more about like the basics of it and like how it works. But you, on the other hand, you're the ones who have to like actually figure out like the whole weave thing, and like that seems like way more complicated.
At first it was, but with the help of my teacher, she helped me see it in a different angle and be able to pretty much, like wave his hands and finger around in the air a bit. Made it more easier, like it's just second nature to me now.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how it's supposed to go, right? You know, you practice, practice, practice. At least that's what Dad always says. But I've learned a few things as she waves her hand, and a little rose grows up and out of the table before she just waves her hand through it and it disappears.
He'll smile at that. That was amazing.
I mean, it's just a minor illusion. It's not really anything.
Doesn't matter if it's minor or major. The fact that you can do it is what makes it count.
So, what was your name?
I'm Arai, Arai Ghoul.
Oh, that's a Rai, and I'm Aradella, so AR, you know, that kind of a thing there.
I'm taking a guess Bastion and Eldrath are listening.
Yeah.
Eldrath is sitting right next to you, just kind of staring you down, just like, just kind of this. It's a blank expression because it's a half dragon look. It's yeah.
Bastion, meanwhile, has grabbed an ale somewhere.
Yeah. No, I'm just chilling on that first one.
I'm
So
getting a
you're-
little bit of feedback from somebody here. I think it's
Talking?
Yao.
Yeah, it is.
Hold on. I think I
Oh.
accidentally unmuted that.
No.
Aha.
Yep. I think we're good now.
All right.
It was just my mind.
He'll roll
The
the back
ale
of his
really got
head,
to me.
his neck a bit, and go, "Your father is really intimidating."
He looks that way, but he's really a big softy at heart. Don't let his demeanor fool you.
I'll try not to.
He's also one not to be messed with. Sorry, you do not know me, but I have met your father in the past.
Oh, he didn't mention. He didn't say anything when you were in. Okay, well, I guess that's if you've been around him, you know. Yeah, he's really strong. He's really strong. Very, very powerful. When it comes to his duties as a cleric, it's not always the best at being around.
Oh, that
But
explains a lot.
he's gotten better at it.
Hmm. Well, try. I'll try not to be too afraid around him. I trust you on him being a softie.
Well, I mean, he's a good guy. I think that is the most important thing to take away from it. You know, he's not going to do anything against you that's not fair.
Hmm. Yeah. Can I order you a drink or something?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. As we cut over to Cam. Cam, after storming off from everybody, where would you have gone?
Probably like a reasonably, like, keeping everybody in still sight, but away from people, away from society, away from a civilization right now. He just needs to be alone. So probably like
Maybe back
100
towards the
yards or
bridge.
something. Pardon? Yeah. Towards the bridge is
Okay.
good. And he's trying to lean against the bridge, but then he gets like fidgety and he just starts pacing back and forth, just growling to himself.
I would say that your growling to yourself and pacing doesn't help you notice Way moving closer to you.
He's not paying attention.
Wei finds a nearby tree and kind of watches Cam for a few minutes. Cam continues to do his pacing during that time, right?
You might even hear some of his words. With your perception, I'm sure you could.
Shall I hear his words?
There are grumbles of, "They're not taking this seriously. We have a mission, damn it." Sitting there drinking their fool asses off. Corey's getting away. No hesitations.
At some point, we would call out. Not telepathically, but just with his own voice. Cam.
At the sound, he turns and he faces you with kind of like an almost animalistic surprise that you got like close to him and did something, and he just kind of like stops and shudders and then narrows his eyes as he realizes who it is. "What do you want?"
Merely to see how you are doing.
"I'm fine. We should be
You
going,
are
but
not.
I said I'm fine. If you don't believe that, that's on you. If you
What
really
has
want to
happened?
help, get everybody together and let's go."
What has happened to you, Cam? We are already close to the quarry.
They've had
you
5
have-
days on us.
They have indeed. But would you push your people to exhaustion when they had had time to rest?
We've had time to rest throughout this whole thing. If they can't hack it, they shouldn't have come.
And do you think you could do this alone?
Cam looks like in the direction that everyone has been pointing. And he stops and shivers for a bit as he realizes he hesitated. Yes, I could if I needed to. But it'd be easier if I had a team that had my back on it.
We have all had your back. In fact,
Why
you
are
have
they
fallen
sitting in
upon
there
our
getting
hands.
drunk?
Because, Cam, morale is an important resource. You are working with a team. If this was a much larger operation, if you were working with an army, you would definitely not be making this mistake. Understand that you are but a single person.
Cam, make a wisdom
that
saving
point-
throw.
I'm going to willingly fail.
Ooh.
As in the back of your mind, you hear something deep within you. What the fuck does this guy know about what I have to do?
How far away is Way from me?
It's up to Way, I'd say.
Let's say 30. He was in range to use his telepathy, but he didn't.
Cam is facing Way and like slowly walking to him. I don't know who you think you are, but you have no right to be able to tell me what I must do. Bahamut controls me, and that's all that is necessary for you to know. If you can't understand it, then Waterdeep is that way, and you best get your scaly ass moving! And he like comes right up to his face.
Wei is, by nature, unfazed of this emotional outburst. I suggest you consider whatever is controlling you. Is it truly what you think it is?
I don't have to consider. I know in my heart, and that's all that matters.
Cam,
Mm-hmm.
you suddenly get a sharp pain in your forehead from two distinct spots in your forehead.
He puts his hands up to his forehead.
As you do, there are protrusions on your forehead that come to a spike.
Are they obvious?
With your passive perception, once Cam reaches up to put their fingers through the hair, I would say you do notice there are two bony horns growing out of Cam's head. They're small, only maybe half an inch or an inch long.
Would Wei be able to identify the nature of these horns?
That would be an Arcana roll, I'd say.
Arcana. Seeing as he's pulling from information and that this seems to be quite important, he will wish to seek as much assistance as he possibly can and listen deeply to the probable whirl of voices that are around them right now. And he casts Enhance ability upon himself, with a quick exhale and then attempts.
With a 20, you have heard a strange tale before, in passing, about those who are overtaken by incredible anger, by a sense of self-righteousness. Those people were worshippers of a demon. Specifically, the demon known as the Horned King.
As
And
you're
part of that story is that the followers of the Horned King would grow their own horns.
as you're picking up all of this information, Cam's hands lower down from his forehead, and he just looks at Wei, and he starts to smile a little bit. You see? Bahamut is already blessing me. You should be happy that I'm getting closer to your kind. But I'm not here to talk about dragon things right now. I am here to get justice. And I will do it with or without the people who say they have my back. So you either help me or you stay out of my way. And there's this purple flame that kind of erupts from his eyes.
With an understanding of the situation, Wei looks impartially towards Cam. I have the information I seek. Do as you wish. Now he turns around and walks away.
Cam, make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm going to make this one.
In the back of your mind, the deep recesses of your consciousness, you hear, "Now his back is turned. Now."
Cam holds out his hand, and his sword apparates in his palm. He will cast Expeditious Retreat. And he will run up to Wei and attempt to spear him through his back.
And with that, that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh my god!
Oh shit.
Well,
Damn it, Dana. Love you, but damn it.
things are getting heat. He's having a bit of a gamer moment.
This is getting way too spicy.
I am literally shaking.
We're all shaking, I think.
Ah.
Yes.
Congratulations to Wei to hitting the DC on that Arcana roll exactly.
Very good.
Woo!
Yeah.
'Cause that was a high DC. Hey, welcome back, everybody.
Oh
Been a
god.
while.
God, well, I guess we're going out with we're returning with the drama.
When's the next one? Oh, it's the 11th. Damn it.
We need to have these more often.
Now that we have it, we're back in form.
Little bit extra, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
We're lucky it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been worse if it was a rye.
I'm.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
In,
I don't think-
yeah,
I don't think
oh
a Rye
lord!
was a
Oh
good
god!
one.
If it was right! Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah, but little glass cannon, remember?
Yeah.
We can't speak to the dead if he's dead.
That is true.
This is very true.
Well, we can speak
What?
at the dead.
Just look at a Rye's dead body and be like, why did you come?
Is there anything you wanted to do before to help you sleep better?
No.
Oh, nothing, I guess. All right, moving on.
Any last
I-
drink?
Now?
There are so many ways that could have gone, and I'm happy it went in that direction because we get to do the fun one, which I have big smile on my face.
Fun one.
I want this to be on record. I hate PvP.
It's
I
don't worry.
do.
You trust me,
I
Tazel?
know.
You
I
trust me?
hate. Yes, I do.
Okay.
But I just have to put that out there. I don't want anyone to think I am this bad.
Oh.
It's okay. You have to roll quite high to hit me, and also I'll get away. It's fine.
That's fine. That's good. That's good.
I mean, I felt like
That's
there was
good.
something off, but now that we know why.
I didn't think I'd get this far. I was told because I missed last session, be prepared for, crazy things or be worried about Cam, and I was like, okay.
But now
things
Way spies a
happen.
You need to be told to be
liability.
worried about Cam.
I
I mean,
mean,
Cam's been weird
sorry.
this entire time, but now it's affirmed a liability.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Way's not
God.
all about that.
Something's fucky.
Something
Yep.
is fucky.
Yes. So 2 weeks time, another session. We'll resolve that as well as be getting you all into the Serpent Hills. Don't worry, there will be more for all of you to do. This was a little bit more of a get you there kind of episode. Sorry to say, but now we're here.
That's perfect.
No,
I
it's
just don't know what
fine.
condition
No,
we're gonna be
fine.
able to go to the hills right now.
Will we get there?
Murray.
I just
Ca-
like
Cam might be
okay,
thrown into
5
the,
people going and 1 bear tied up. All right, we're good.
What about Crags?
Easily
Think
done.
about Crags.
Cam's
What will
gonna go to
Crags
jail.
say?
What would Craig do?
Don't worry, we'll get it all taken care of. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll all work out.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I trust you.
Wait, we have 2
Alright.
weeks to hope.
Don't worry. I wouldn't
Alright,
destroy the
we're fine.
campaign that early.
That early.
That early.
That early. Right. Later on. No holds barred.
Tazel, get some rest.
Oh, my
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All
Have
right.
a good night,
Thank you
everyone.
very much for the game, Dana and everyone.
Absolutely.
Thanks so
Yeah.
much, Dana.
You all
Thank
have a
you.
Thank you.
great evening, and we'll see you next time around for more shenanigans.
Alright.
Yay.
Woo woo.
Take care, everyone.
You too.
Take care.
Bye.
So I leave. Music goes by. Well, yeah. I was like grabbing something at the same time when that the reveal happened, and I'm like, why am I looking so chill when this happens? Like by the time I just freaked out like this. shit. This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. Ah! Smile. So we have something to raid out with. I don't know what we're gonna say, but it is something gonna be very scared. I'm still processing it. Folks, I am still processing it. I have to think of somebody to raid, but I have to think about this too. The drama is back is gonna be our raid message for sure. I just had to put that in there before we, yeah. So remember that message when we, go. So, let's see, still trying to calm down. Trying to calm down. And luckily, I do have people on other windows. Seeing how, who we haven't raided in a little while. Any familiar names? We're gonna go with Kabu this time. He's playing one of his favorite games. So, if you enjoy Bayonetta, we're gonna go on over and watch Kabu play some of his favorite. Yes, let us get that going. I'm opening it up on another window. Like, the tricky thing is, I have to put it on a window that's like lagging by like 7 seconds. So, hopefully this will work. 2 browsers open and one of them has had like high latency issues. So, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, let us get going. Reddits underscore Kabu. Thank you all for sticking around if you are. And I really appreciate y'all, you know, for coming and visiting. This is my first stream of the year. Didn't really say anything in forewarning, but that's all good. Just getting the warm back for it. The warmth, the feeling, yeah. Yes, getting the feel for it again. Anyway, so that is all for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for entertaining me. And thank you for letting me entertain you. Until next time, have a good night, folks. Take care.